one well.
Beautiful ball. Edged away. Yes, it is.
Another bright sunny day here at Oman Cricket Academy. We are coming live from Muscat, Oman for Oman D20 powered by Fancode. It's day 13, match number 29. It's Muscat Thunderers. They'll be taking on Renaissance Challengers. Both the teams out of the tournament, out of contention for the top two position, but they'll be playing for their pride without wasting much time. Let's head down to the center for the all-important pitch report. Over to you, Pranav.
Certainly one of the hottest days of the Oman D20 2025. And that's where it's hot and humid. Temperatures roaring just around 45 degrees. And if you're a player, you'll have to put in your hard-earned sweat to get those wickets, to pick up those runs. If you're batting from the Oman tail end, there is a little bit of breeze that is blowing across the ground from my left to the right, and that's where it will be a little bit of assistance. But with 67-meter boundary all round, you'll have to hit and hit really well to clear those ropes. Talking about the surface, on the first look, it looks like a really good wicket. Pretty hard and a good cover of grass. But when you understand the conditions, you will understand that this is a wicket that will assist the bowlers, that will assist the batters. There is something for everyone. And with the kind of baking that the sun has provided through the days, it's already 7-8 hours since the sun is out, another hour or two. And as the afternoon goes on, spinners will have a role to play. The wicket will get drier. There will be a little bit of grip. And as a batter, if you're a good quality batter, there is runs on offer. If you ask my opinion, captain who wins the toss will probably look to bat first, get runs on board, and then probably try and defend it. And that's it from here in the center to the comms.
Certainly one of the hottest days we are witnessing in this tournament, and Pranav thinks that this is a surface where there's everything for everyone. The bowlers, the spinners, they might come into play as the day progresses, as well as the batters if they can apply plenty of runs on offer on this surface. But we have gone through the pitch report. Now it's time for the toss. One more time, over to you, Pranav, for the all-important toss.
Final day of the league stage, and it is going to be toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Oman D20 powered by Fancode and Muscat Thunderers are taking on Renaissance Challengers in last game for both of the teams. Our match official, Mr. Vikas, is going to be making sure that everything is right here at the toss. Jatinder Singh is going to be flipping the coin for Muscat Thunderers, and Hamad Ifrak is going to be calling for Renaissance. Khanjar is the call. Khanjar it is. Hamad, congratulations. What would you like to do and why?
Thank you. Actually, we want to bat first.
Batting first, any changes in the side?
Yeah, a couple of changes is there. You can see in the ground.
Most importantly, Hamad, this has not been the tournament for you, but what are the positives? Any in terms of players? Who are the players that have really impressed you?
Yeah, a couple of players we have. They did really well. Amanullah, if you will see, he's in good form. He bowled well and he batted well as well. And Prithvi Machi is also in good touch. He is also scoring runs, so it is a positive for us. And Sufi and Mirza is last, if you will see in last two matches they really did well, so it is a positive sign for us that in upcoming tournaments inshallah we are doing well.
Final question, how much are you looking to get on this track?
I think 150 plus is a good total in this track, and inshallah we will try to score that, and after that we will try to defend it.
Good luck, Hamad.
Thank you so much.
Jati, toss not on your side. If you would have won, what would you have done and why?
Even we would have batted first since it's a new wicket, so we wanted to bat first, and then we are playing in the afternoon, so wicket has completely dried off.
Once again, this has not been a tournament for Muscat Thunderers. What are the positives in terms of players? 3 players that have really impressed you.
Well, I think that I mean, the way I wanted personally this tournament to go. I think it didn't go that way, but I think there are promising youngsters. It is just that I think they did not click at the right time. But I think our team is full of surprises.
3 players?
No, all of them.
Right, then diplomatic Jatinder Singh. And now that you're going to be chasing, how much do you want to get them out for?
Well, I think wicket looks pretty flat, dried wicket. I think 130, 140 would be good score to chase down.
Any changes in the side?
There are 2 changes. We have Jeet coming in place of Pranav, and we have Aman in place of this guy. I forgot the name.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Good luck then, Jatinder.
Thank you so much.
Right then, the news from the centre is that Renaissance Challengers have won the toss and they're going to be putting runs on board first.
So the news from the centre is that Hamad, for the one final time, Renaissance Challengers in action against Muscat Thunderers, winning the toss. They opted to bat first. Quite a few changes as mentioned by Hamad. Amanullah Rafiqi, he holds his place. Asif Khan, Hamad Ifraq, Hamad Mirza, Yusuf, Nadeem Khan, Prithvi Machi, Shahbaz Hussain gets an opportunity. Sufyan Mahmood, Sayyid Amir, the left-arm orthodox, and Usman Ali. And talking about Muscat Thunderers, Saman Khan, Ashish Odedra, Ganesh Narusumaya, Hashir Dafedar, Jatinder Singh, Jay Chalawada, Jeet Shah, Ritvik Patak, Samay Srivastava, Soumya Sampath, Siddharth Prasad, Bukapatnam. Good to see 2 youngsters, Jeet and Soumya, getting an opportunity. So is Aman Khan making a comeback this side, and I won't say making a comeback, but yes, we have the services of Jamil Zaidi, Mr. Jamil joining me in the com box. Very good afternoon, shall I say good afternoon and a hot afternoon.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to all viewers. Absolutely, a very hot afternoon here in Muscat, and both the teams locking horns. They're trying to win the last match of this league, D20, powered by Fancode, and we're going to see how much both the teams have got capability to win this match. They have to work hard for batting, bowling, and fielding.
It will be really tough for these 2 sides, and knowing that they are not in a frame or in a picture to make it into the final. So both the sides, they'll be playing for the pride. They want to end this tournament on a high note. The top run getter of this tournament, Jatinder Singh, but the other batters were not able to chip in with runs. It's a rare sight to see Muscat Thunderers not making it to the knockouts.
The first time it happens, but obviously it is all part of cricket, Mudassir. I think there are a lot of things to be done for the upcoming season for Muscat Thunderers. Actually, their middle order batting was not at all working as per the instructions, as per the advice of the coach and the captain. Only Jatinder Singh was leading the team from the front, but after first century of the tournament, he too did not come good with the bat. So a lot of things to be what you call repaired by Muscat Thunderers, at least in this match, as you correctly said, to have place to go for the next season on a winning note.
And also rightly said by you, there are times when even the top quality sides, they'll go through that rough patch, and currently they are going through that patch, but we know they're a strong side. Definitely we'll be looking for Muscat Thunderers to bounce back in the upcoming tournament. And Ritvik Patak, what a sensation he has been in this tournament so far. The right arm quickie for Muscat Thunderers, Prithvi and Usman, 2 batters out there for Renaissance. There's a backward point and deep square leg. In fact, third and backward point, 2 fielders outside the 30-yard, runs in Ritvik for the first time in this game. Prithvi on strike.
Yeah.
Thought of a run, no chance. The likes of Jatinder and Prithvi, the only similarity which I see between these 2 batters is both the batters, they love to use their feet against the fast bowler come down couple of steps and then play their shots.
Yes, but that's a good sign of an opening batter that feels that they don't have any pressure, though even they are chasing a target or they are going to start the innings, the momentum remains same. So it's good at least for the both the openers to get confidence and the way they play, the usual play, so that is a normal for them.
Among the runs for Renaissance, Prithvi March in this tournament. Oh, sharply coming into Prithvi. I think that extra bounce just saved Machi there. Runs on board for Renaissance, but not for Prithvi because is it a leg by? Yes, it's leg by given by Zaman Qureshi.
Wow, it's a brilliant delivery from Pathak coming into the left-hander. Ritvik Pathak, a sensation. It is always good, Mudassir, that this D20 league powered by Fancode gives Oman some new faces. That's a brilliant thing for Oman as well. We have some other youngsters like Anshuman Prasanna and some other players also.
Oh, wayward. First extra. And also the setup I like here under the board. All these 6 teams, apart from this Premier, we have intermediate division as well. So when you have this kind of setup under the eyes of board, there's always a good opportunity. If you perform well, you can come into the limelight very quickly. That is what Ritvik has done.
It went up to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, up to H level. League is there. Nicely played on. So that gives everyone opportunity to play. Those who are just part-time companies who just want to enjoy cricket, that play from HD division. And of course, when you come to the top, it is from A, and intermediate comes some. It's also very nice. Some teams coming up from intermediate to A division. So it's a brilliant process to come back onto the national team.
Yes, promotion and relegation. Oh, what a delivery. Excellent. This one just shaping out of Usman. The wrist position has been upright by youngster.
Brilliant bowling, generating pace off the wicket and moving it also into the batter. Beautiful one. Look at that one, moving away from the batter. Lovely ball from Pratik.
If we can get one into the right hander with that same angle and the same length, it will be a problem for Usman. Oh, wild swing. Another outswing. Oh, I'm loving this. Even Zaman Qureshi, a youngster, he has everything to be a fast bowler.
Well, that's part of the fast bowling. Once again, it was a good delivery going down the offside, and once again it's a flash and missed completely. Moving away also, it's moved a bit. Yes. Good one, that.
What will be the response from Usman? Will he go after Ritvik? Jatinder in slip. Another one. One after the other. Beating the wood of Usman. 3 beautiful deliveries to end the over number 1. Renaissance 2 for no loss. Jay getting ready to bowl the second over, so he has taken the charge with the new ball in the last couple of matches. Using the feed, but not a good idea because Jay is a kind of a bowler, especially against the left-handed batters. He can move the ball away from them. So you need to reach the ball, come under the ball, then play your shots.
Especially Usman is an opener. I'm just wondering that at least he should move his feet a bit toward the offside and to know the ball is going outside the off stump. At least if you come a little forward towards the off wicket and then play with the bat. Standing and flashing the ball outside the off stump doesn't look like a solid opening batter.
And also, Jamil bhai, what is interesting to see is the amount of dot deliveries they played in this tournament. The teams which played less dot deliveries, they were able to post good totals. The problem here has been now they're trying for those boundaries, and in the process, they played too many dot deliveries. At least rotate the strike.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, if you're not playing well, then go for the singles, rotate the strike to the non-striker. He might play better than you. Unfortunately, both of them are struggling now.
Poor piece of batting. Just walking down the ground, not reading the line and length. Get a slip, or even a flying slip will do wonders. Still no slip in place. Jatinder has some other plans.
Well, intent and commitment is there to go for the runs, but of course, it's totally unwanted and unnecessary at this stage of the game. At least a couple of runs should come on the board. Once again, similar situation. Very, very unusual, Mudassir. Especially Prithvi, he is a good batter. He scored a lot of runs as well. But he's not even seeing the ball, not even able to touch the ball on the bat.
It's an art with the new ball to keep the ball dancing in the air, the movement from Jay. He's doing a wonderful job with the new ball, Jay Chelawada. No flying slip, no slip, going past that area. At last, a single for Prithvi Machi.
Surprisingly, there should be a slip as Jatinder always there. But this time he once again coming down the wicket. Taking the outer edge of the bat towards the third man. Once again, it is unconfident shot from Prithvi. Brilliant bowling from Jay. So as it was Ritvik Pathak who bowled extremely well in the last over. Usman is yet to open his account. Once again coming down the wicket. This time he hammered it nicely. The fielder after it. Finally 2 runs comes to Usman's score. Coming down the wicket, tried to hammer it over the cow's corner, but finally got 2 runs. Some intent from Usman. Looks that now is looking for some runs. Both Jay and Ritvik has bowled superbly so far in this first 5 overs. Over number 2 gone. 5 and no wicket in Athens Challengers. Ritvik who bowls superbly. Once again open the face of the bat towards the third man boundary for single. Finally Prithvi is getting the ball on the bat. Ritvik once again. Once again coming down the wicket and go for a quick single. And then looking for two. So at least runs coming from the bat of Usman and Prithvi. Joining me, Pannav. How are you and how things going today?
Thank you so much, Jameel bhai. Absolute pleasure to be in the com box with you. A very good afternoon to everyone around the world. It's a hot and humid day here at the Oman Cricket Academy. And two sides that don't have much to gain from the tournament are looking to verify what they have in tank for the season ahead. What a character, Ritvik, Jameel bhai. Always looking to have a banter with the batter, enjoying himself in the middle. Doesn't matter whether it is hot and humid. He believes in himself.
Well, a young chap, now they have those type of matches played in India in hot conditions. But he is the find of the season, I believe, one of the best fast bowlers we have come to see. This is the man who really deserves all the praise for the beautiful wickets laid down. Anup and his team really doing superb job now.
The way he works hard behind the scenes, Anup, the head curator, watching the proceedings between Muscat Thunderers and Renaissance Challengers. And it's always great to admire something that you have created, something that you have maintained, something that you have taken care of. It gives you a big delight. And that's exactly would be the case with Anup. Big in swinger. And it's only going to be a dot ball.
Both the batters absolutely not at all comfortable against the fast bowling of Ritvik and Jay from the other end. It's almost third over is possibly the last delivery. Still they are 7. As you correctly said, both of them trying to finish the tournament on a winning note.
I'm not sure whether they're looking to win this game, but they want to achieve something that is analyze those players whom they have not tested much. Big shot, give some width. And Prithvi Machi is a talented player. Yes, 2 of 11, but he will move on to 6 of 12 with that boundary. Never look to keep it down, and good elevation means a good shot. 3 overs done. And it's an even Steven battle at the moment. Usman once again right at the top. Dancing down the track and not able to read the swing. Now when you analyze Usman from a very close note, we've been mentioning it time and again, he's not one of those batters who is as comfortable in the middle order as he is at the top order. When you see him playing right at the top, he's trying to rush the proceedings. Whereas when he's playing in the middle, he has ample amount of time.
Well, I think as an opener, now to be honest with you, he should move his feet here and there. He's just trying to come down the wicket without seeing bowler's arm or what he's going to bowl to do. From last 2 overs we have seen him.
Look at that. This is disappointing. Because when you're trying to do something like that, you're just trying to throw the bat at everything. And you're not sure whether the ball is going to be coming inside. If we get a replay of that, you will realize that he's danced down the wicket even before the bowler has released the delivery. So there's ample amount for the bowler to evaluate and understand. He's not looking to play on the merit. He's trying to force the proceedings. And that's primarily because that's not his ideal position. The same batter, batting at number 4, number 5, is exceptional because he reads the spinners very well. There's not much movement for the pacers. Once again, trying to manufacture.
very really unusual to see a batter playing like this, especially the opener. In the very first over, three consecutive deliveries bowled to him by Ritwik, and all of them going outside, swinging away from the batter. He was just standing and trying to flash the ball outside the off stump, not even moving his feet at least a couple of inches toward the off stump so that the ball should come on the bat.
What's shocking for me, Jamil Bhai, is that we. I'm not a coach. I'm not going to put you in the same category, but I'm not that coaching kind of material. I'm just an analyst, a person who's played this game for a good time. They have a good support staff behind. Once again, dancing down the track. This time he finds the gap. There was a little bit of room. The best part about this is he stayed still, and that's where he was able to use the pace to his advantage.
Yeah, that was quite short outside the off stump. He has all the time to pick the gap.
This is much better. Not dancing down the wicket, it's walking towards the batter, towards the bowler rather, and finding the gap. But my concern is that Renaissance is a big franchise, and that's where, with the kind of support staff they have, why aren't they able to understand that Usman Shah is a brilliant player of spin and he needs to be there in the middle order. Once again, you see, that was a good shot prior to this one, but once again struggling to swing because he's not an ideal opener. And that's been the story since last season. It's not a new highlight that we are updating with, but that's been the story so far.
Well, currently, I feel that they don't have any what you call coach in the team right now. That's what I believe. Last time they have a coach also, which was guiding them. It is only Sufyan Yusuf. Once again coming down, this time hammered it beautifully through the extra cover for
in his arc on this occasion, and he is able to throw the kitchen sink at it because no chance for the ball to make any movement. Once again, look at that. He's trying to jump down the wicket because he's not certain where the ball is. It's still not come from the middle of the bat. You can see where the shot is, where the ball goes, and that's where you don't really need a coach at this level. These are all professionals, and that's where a mentor can do the job as well. Sufyan Yusuf, Hamad Mirza, so many seniors in the side, and they are a great reader of this game. Making room. This is the best of the lot. Just because this was a slower delivery from Jay Chelaveda and he was able to throw the kitchen sink through the covers. This is a good shot from Usman. Just when we were criticizing him, he finds a way to impress us. 4 overs done, 24 without losing a wicket.
talking about Sman in the last two deliveries he has played, but now the first one, instead of going towards off stump, he goes toward the leg side. And that's the reason he didn't get the full blade of the bat on that boundary, if you go through. The second was, yes, he was completely on the offside, had all the power to play that toward the cover side.
Dancing down the wicket, good amount of elevation. This ball is traveling and traveling good enough. It's going to go all the way. Prithvi Machi is a talented player. You can already see the difference. Not trying to force the affairs, give it the elevation, get to the pitch of the ball, and this is a quality of a top order batter.
After the initial stages, finally both them have come up to their best at the moment, especially Usman. Couple of boundaries in the last over, and now Prithvi playing on beautifully. Final, the ball is coming good onto the bat, and they really moving according to the balls they are facing.
My point being, Jamil Bhai, that you can already see the difference. It's not about runs, yes. but how you get those runs is the most important factor. And at the moment, I'm not really impressed. Yes, those 3 boundaries in the previous over, but how did you get those boundaries? Can you get it consistently? Can you get it against the ace bowlers? Can you go to the next level with this technique? No. No is the answer for me. I could be very wrong. Looking to play it inside out once again. Prithvi Machi misses this one. You have to be a genuine opener to play with the new ball. As time progresses, as the game goes deeper, towards the 5th over, 6th over, the game will get easier for Usman. And that's the time you don't want to evaluate Usman. You want to evaluate Usman in the first 3 overs. What was the answer? The answer is poor. After 3 overs, once the movement reduces, it is going to be an equation of Usman.
Well, I think I don't know about that, whether in the middle or how it's going playing, but his intended time brilliantly played once again by Prithvi towards the extra cover. Once again, boundaries. So boundaries are coming, but as you said about Usman, you have been sent to open the innings, and you have so much experience behind it.
Inside out, and this is a good shot. Just a couple of bounces. You were saying something, yes.
So for that, you had to be what you call the job is entrusted on you to play on. So you have to play accordingly. The first 3-4 overs were absolutely, both the openers, Prithvi as well as Usman, were not at all comfortable. But now I think they have settled, looking the ball well, hitting the boundaries.
There are occasions where you're trying to use the opener as a lottery. And if I can mention a few players, probably the likes of Ghazanfar. On occasions, if you're using probably Mehran in that example as well, where you're just looking for quick runs, a good start. And it doesn't matter if that wicket lasts long or not, because the chances of success is going to be minimal. But on the successful days, it's going to hamper the confidence of the opposition.
No, you're right, but the only thing is that, in fact, both the teams are just trying to come up good in this particular match so that they can carry on from there. So maybe that's the reason why they're not that much, you can say, in the game as should be.
This is much better. Makes the gap, moves away from the wickets, opens the wicket, and as a result, Ganesh bowls fuller and drives it straight down the ground for a boundary. Usman on this occasion is a talented player, no two thoughts about it.
Beautifully played, picks the gap nicely behind the bowler. Another boundary. Look at that one, picks beautifully. Now ball is coming nicely onto his bat and playing his shots as he known for.
39 and 4.5, slower delivery. It is a full toss and it's going to be a quick single. No two thoughts that Usman is talented, but the question on whether he should be opening is something that we'll continue to discuss. 5 overs done, 40 for no loss. Renaissance challengers. In comes the spinner Siddharth Bukapatnam from the Oman talent, and joining me in the com box, Amin Wagle. Amin, Juma Mubarak to you.
Well, I've had my biryani, so khair Mubarak. And what a hot sunny afternoon and a very bright day today. The sun beating down right on top.
Drilled straight down the ground. He's a very good player of spin, Usman. And every time he's facing spin, he'll show the dominance.
Some runs here for Renaissance challengers at the top of the order, and they'll heave a huge sigh of relief thinking that yes, they've still got it in them and they're good side here, Renaissance Challengers. They look to score quickly because Muscat Thunderers have come out with not as much inspiration as much as they would have liked on this afternoon.
Siddharth Mukherjee certainly has a reason to prove about his mantle, about his caliber, about his temperament.
Siddharth Mukherjee, a very, very good performer at all stages for the Muscat Thunderers. But at the moment, he's been just taken apart by the right-hander Usman, who's looking to get things in his arc, who's looking to turn on the heat on the bowlers and Muscat Thunderers.
This is good, very good batting from Usman. Dancing down the wicket, and what you see immediately is he dances down the wicket after the ball is released, and when the spinner comes in, this is what you get with Usman. He's probably one of the better players of spin for Renaissance Challengers. What an incredible talent. No two thoughts about it. What do you think? What do you make of it?
Yeah, well, we've not seen him much during the early regulation matches, and that's when he is supposed to be making an impact. At the moment, yes, he's made an impact, so it will linger on till the next season.
Cut, and it's only a dot ball. Do you think it's a great idea to send Usman opening or 50 on the board? Yes, as an opening partner, but I really feel that he will have a bigger and greater role to play once he's there in the middle order.
Doesn't matter. He's got the runs at the moment for the Renaissance Challengers, and they're looking very, very good.
Looking to make room and not able to penetrate the offside field, which is fairly packed.
Having said that, of course, you did mention he's a very good player of the spin, and is suddenly starts looking very comfortable when he's up against the slower bowlers. So certainly looks like that sort of a batter who can come a bit down the order, or maybe perhaps be used as a floater between positions. Have a look at that. Crunch down the ground. Too straight for a fielder to be there. And it's going to fetch him another 4 runs here to end the over, end of the power play. And as many as 18 runs off this Siddharth Mukherjee. Renaissance Challengers after 6 are 58 for the loss of no wickets.
Off to a flyer, Renaissance Challengers, and that means that Muscat Thunderers will bring their ace trump right in the center, Samay Srivastava.
And the right time to introduce Samay Srivastava. That's early in the innings, because you've got these two batters, the two opening batters of Renaissance Challengers, going absolutely ballistic against all sorts of bowlers that the Muscat Thunderers have used against them. So Samay Srivastava, with those variations and those wonderful special deliveries that he has, and of course added by that large-hearted and lion-hearted character that he is, will certainly be looking to pluck a wicket or two here, make a dent into that progress that Renaissance Challengers have so far made.
Short and probably clips the pad. Very fortunate on that occasion. It's hit the pad, I'm 100% sure. Prithvi Machi is just having a little bit of a fun with the umpire.
Coming around the wicket to the left-hander, and that's some sort of a tactic here. Have a look at that. Was not a very decent delivery. He'll be lucky he's gotten away with it.
Interesting ploy. Samay Srivastava bowling both those deliveries. First the leg spinner, the second is the googly. Will this be a flipper?
Yeah, still a very large gap between that deep mid wicket and that wide-ish fine leg. But what he decides to do is to go the other way. Target the offside, courtesy, a switch hit. Prithvi Machi will love the shot on the highlights reel.
When you're not really reading the bowler well and you're not able to get after him, the cross-batted shot is the best option. This was the googly, the back of the hand delivery. And Prithvi Machi with that cross-batted switch hit, almost like a reverse sweep. This certainly works in favour of Prithvi Machi. Scoring runs very quickly.
Yeah, much better line this time from Samay Srivastava, right up there. Looks to bowl a little bit on in the slot, but just that very tempting sort of a length for the batter to go for the big one down the ground or towards that cow corner region. Now you'll find that fielder being adjusted, understanding that he's looking to play towards the leg side. Fine leg now going in front of square.
Flicked on the leg side, big boundaries. That means they will have an opportunity for 2 runs and they will get it easily. Believe it is Jeet Shah who is there at deep square leg. You have to be on your toes on a field as big as this. Otherwise, 2s are always a welcome note.
Almost an over and 6 runs of the Samay Srivastava over. He'll not be happy about that. He'll want to make a difference. Oh, this one's edge. Takes the outside edge. Prithvi Machi is now looking to score behind the keeper most often. And this is poor effort here from Jay Chelavada. He couldn't stop that one. Needed to pull out a last minute dive and a boundary to end the over. So 10 runs of the Samay Srivastava over as Renaissance Challengers are 64 for no loss after 7.
Ten runs from that over of Samay Srivastava, and immediately Siddharth Bukambhatnam has been replaced with Ganesh from the Oman tail end. 16 runs from the first over of Ganesh, and that's where Muscat Thunder is not really sure on what they need to be doing at the moment because Renaissance Challengers are going after them. The simplest of chance that you would get as a bowler going down by Ganesh. It was a cotton ball opportunity, never too easy, but the simplest of the lot in comparison.
Yeah, absolutely. He did everything right there. Tried to bowl in the block hole, tried to cramp him from room and make him stay inside the crease by the keeper standing up to the stumps. Created that opportunity and put it down. He has only himself to blame for this.
What a delivery, what a delivery. Has the stumps been castled? Not really sure what happened there because by the reactions of Ganesh, I thought the wickets were disturbed.
Had no clue whatsoever, yeah. Usman and the Muscat Thunderers as well. There still seems to be some sort of confusion out there.
Very disappointing to see the reaction of the wicketkeeper there. He was in no position whatsoever.
It's a concussion check for the keeper. Probably hit his helmet, keeper Aman Khan.
Let's have a look at what happened here. Oh, moving his eyes from the ball, and that's where This would have impacted onto the helmet of the wicketkeeper. Never a great idea not to expect the delivery.
Yeah, one must say he is going to learn it the hard way. Have a look at that straight flush on the grill for the keeper. And with that pace that Ganesh has probably generated off the deck, it's not going to be easy.
The only thing that I can advise Aman Khan as a wicketkeeper is that your eyes have to be on the ball. Once you move your eyes, your hands, which are supposed to work as partners to your eyes, do not come in the line of the ball, and that's where the trouble comes. Doesn't look to be in a good situation. Aman Khan needs to be on the ground at the moment. Very shaky. The only thing we can do is wish him health.
Yeah, he's walking off Aman Khan. Wondering if there will be some sort of a concussion substitute here for Aman Khan. He's certainly not looking very comfortable. In the meanwhile, let's have a look at this innings so far. Right-hander, left-hander combo for the Renaissance Challengers, and they've played like they've never played before in this tournament. Some big runs towards the offside, some classy shots, and then, of course, Prithvi Machi very elegant towards the offside, scoring a plenty, especially against Ganesh, nearly 16 of his 1 over, and then Siddhant Bukapatnam got a little bit of treatment as well. 6s, 4s, all played good feature in this inning so far. Samesh Srivastav came into the attack but made no difference because a couple of boundaries in his over as well. So far so good for the Renaissance Challengers, and as far as the Muscat Thunderers are concerned, it's one man down for them. The keeper taking a flush hit on the grill, on the head, just creating some moments of concern so far in this game. 64 for no loss, Renaissance Challengers at the moment.
So that's the confirmation that Athavle is going to be the replacement for Aman Khan, at least with the gloves.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and watch here whether it has been considered as a concussion replacement or it's going to be considered as just an injured fielder and a substitute is making his way in.
Moving his eyes from the ball, and as a result, he was only going to be a victim. Bowling a good line as Ganesh. That's what you get with Ganesh generally. He sticks to the plan, just keeps it outside the off stump, bowls it at a good length, decent pace.
And it's that nagging line and length that the batters are wary about. But unfortunately, that first over of Ganesh, he certainly couldn't manage it as much as he'd want to. Not generating any bit of swing as well. So made it easy pickings for the batters to just end up scoring nice and heavy. Oh, just like that. Now he's making a comeback of sorts here, Ganesh.
Not easy to get after Ganesh. He's an experienced campaigner. He's been around for Muscat Thunderers for a very long time. 4 dot balls in a row, and I really sense that there's something that is going to be happening immediately right now.
Well, for that we'll certainly have to have a look at the plan that Jatinder Singh has laid out. He should be looking for wickets from here onwards rather than containing runs and boundaries. Much better. Wicket to wicket, as a coach would normally like it.
And you can immediately see the difference in the batting of Usman. As soon as a pacer comes into the attack, 5 dot balls in a row, and when Usman was playing somebody like the off spinner, Siddharth Mukapatnam or anybody else, he's more confident player. He's in complete control. Those are the people who are working behind the scenes and making sure that we have great visuals. They are the ground staff. Wonderful.
This one's crunched towards the offside. A little bit of a chase for the fielder, Siddharth Mukapatnam. Oh, as much as 2 here. So runs for Renaissance Challengers finally in this over, because otherwise it has been awfully quiet. 8 overs gone, 66 for the loss of no wickets. Renaissance Challengers.
Despite that expensive over from Samay Shrivastava, 10 runs of it, he's going to be continuing from the Oman LNG end. And why not? He's one of those high-priced players for Muscat Thunderers. Bowls those difficult overs, comes in at difficult times, and he generally performs and performs big. And this is one of those occasions.
Yeah, unable to make any difference, any of the bowlers so far. They did try to get in Ganesh as well, and he bowled a very tight over. So now should be probably the right time where Samay Srivastav continues on the trot a second over, because the batters will be itching to score quite heavily from here. Oh, big one. You say score heavily, and look at what Usman has done here. A switch hit, but he's powered that and muscled that towards that point boundary.
He's a brilliant player of spin. It was the flipper from Samay giving in some pace, and using that pace to his advantage was Usman. He's an excellent player of spin, and every time he's batting against spin, he's looking to dominate. And he's just doing that at the moment against Muscat Thunderers here on a hot and humid afternoon. 42 of 27, he certainly made a case for himself. Swept in the air, and all of a sudden Jai Chelaveda takes that catch. He'll be distraught. He was fantastic to this point, and a little bit of a brain fade and looking to manufacture something. He plays it in the hands of Jai Chelaveda.
Yeah, finally success here for Muscat Thunderers, because the right-hander Usman was looking absolutely treacherous here on this pitch on this hot afternoon, and he was looking to score freely. He'll be disappointed that he's not got more. He was looking in good form and good nick. On the other hand, a wicket, and as expected, the trickster Samay Srivastav picking up a much needed wicket and respite for the Muscat Thunderers.
Out walks Usman, and in walks one of the national heroes, Hamad Mirza. He's been one of those prolific players for the national side in the last 365 days. Very talented, loves to make a big impact on the offside. At the same time, he's very technically correct. Starts off with a drive to Jatinder Singh.
Now this is one player I really want to see come good here. Hamad Mirza. A lot has been spoken about him. A lot is expected out of him. And in a game like this, when the batters are in a frenzy to score runs and are enjoying the conditions, there should be some initiative from Hamad Mirza. At the moment, looking for a double, but will be prevented.
Really need Prithvi Machi to take a take on the bowling side, because Usman is back to the dugout. He needs to be the aggressor and allow a little bit of time for Hamad Mirza to settle in. Already 8 runs of this over, and that prize wicket of Usman. Still a ball to go. Googly and fended well. Allows Samay Srivastava to get out of the attack. 9 overs done, 74 for the loss of 1. Ganesh, who bowled that excellent previous over, just 2 runs from that previous over, continues to be in the attack from the Oman talent. That's his job. He just needs to keep things quiet and oh, what an incredible delivery, and the finger goes up immediately. It was the in-swinger, a very effective one. It looked very, very interesting, and Hamad Mirza is not going to trouble the scorers a lot, and he's going to walk back to the dugout.
Ending Oman D20 2025 on not a right note and in not a preferred fashion for Hamad Mirza. He'll walk back into the dressing room dejected. Have a look at that. It was a beautiful delivery. Done him over. And a very, very outstanding result for the Muscat Thunderers. Straight away, Hamad Mirza can be very, very dangerous. At the moment, it's the second wicket down for Renaissance Challengers, as all the players will probably gather around for a little bit of respite and a drinks break. Yep, live action resumes here at Oman Cricket Academy as a wicket has just fallen for the Renaissance Challengers. It was Hamad Mirza walking back into the dugout courtesy. An excellent delivery from Ganesh. Joining me in the comm box, Mudassir Ali Qureshi. And he's been welcomed with a fantastic lofted straight drive.
A pitch of a delivery to get rid of Hamad Mirza. Now Hamad Ifraq, the captain, on the very first ball. And look at that. The straight bat goes over the bowler. Couple of bounces, 4 runs. What a start. Flying starts have been provided by Prithvi and Usman. Now they need to capitalize on this start.
This time towards the cover region, and it's been struck well. A little bit of a chase for the fielder Siddharth Bukapatnam. Just a run. So what a way to get off the mark for Hamad Ifraq. Can we see a repeat of his performance a few nights ago, where he just absolutely took on the bowlers and took on the opposition?
The intent was missing in most of the games for Renaissance Challengers, but today they looked in complete control. Came out with positive approach. Captain, who just came in, got 5 runs, started his innings with a beautiful boundary.
Looking to charge down the track, and what a catch this one is. Samay Srivastav, one-handed effort. Probably would have made a basketball player just be very, very proud of those scenes at the Oman Cricket Academy, no less.
Oh, what a catch. Stunner. At point. The jump. Brilliant take by the leggy Samay Srivastav. An outstanding catch to get rid of Prithvi Machi. One of the best catches of this tournament by Samay Srivastav. Wicket number 3 goes down.
Ganesh. And he's been now amongst the wickets. One more delivery to go in this over, and Sufyan Mahmood, a very, very prolific and a highly rated all-rounder in this Renaissance Challengers, a senior batter and a senior representative of Renaissance Challengers out there in the middle. And you know the team has not been doing well when somebody of the stature of Sufyan Mahmood in your team has not had a great tournament. So much depends on this southpaw, so much depends on this character Sufyan Mahmood of the Renaissance Challengers. At the moment, it's at the halfway stage, 79 for the loss of 3 Renaissance Challengers. Soumya Sampath, the youngster, will continue, or rather will be introduced into the attack and look to make a difference in the proceedings. At the moment, Renaissance challengers are looking comfortable with the scoring rate, and they certainly would want to score more from here onwards. Will they be targeting the youngster now, Soumya Sampath, and not too long before even Jeet can also be introduced into the attack. And in consequential matchup, this Renaissance challengers versus Muscat Thunderers, a dead rubber, but plenty of opportunity for these young stars to shine and prove a point or two.
On top of that, both the sides they are playing for their pride, and G-Shock getting an opportunity, as well as Soumya playing his second game of this tournament. But what a comeback after blazing start, 3 wickets going down. The previous over of Ganesh Narasimha, double wicket over. Outstanding delivery and outstanding catch to get rid of 2 batters of Renaissance challengers.
Yeah, it's been that sort of a tournament for Renaissance challengers. Even if they manage to get a little bit of a start, they would start losing wickets in clusters, and then things start getting very tough. Looks to cut. There is a fielder out there in the deep towards the offside. It's only going to be a single for left-hander Sufyan Mahmood. Now it will be interesting. Hammad Ifraq versus Soumya. Will he look to take on and charge down the track to this youngster?
I think with the final delivery of this over, it will be sensible for Captain Hammad Ifraq just to play him sensibly. Oh, lucky escape. There was an edge going past Pranav and chased by G Shah, but no stopping. 4 runs. That positive approach from Hammad continues.
Sensibly? Well, he certainly wanted to go for some good runs here, Hammad Ifraq, and he's managed to get 4 for himself, not in a convincing manner, but he'll take it anyways. 85 for 3 after 11, Renaissance challengers. Ganesh continuing, rewarded because of that double wicket over. He's gone for runs, but he's also picked up 2 very, very important wickets. What's making Ganesh so effective this afternoon, Mudassir?
There's nothing much in the surface, especially for the fast bowlers, but with that wrist position and the seam position, bowling at the right channel, I believe that has been the key for Ganesh, especially that ball to Hamad Mirza. Pushed on the surface and it came sharply into Hamad. He has no clue. And the terrific catch from Samay. You need to be disciplined, especially on such kind of surfaces. I mean, you cannot be wayward. That is what we have seen early in this innings. That is the reason bowlers went for plenty of runs.
Would it be a lesson for the Muscat Thunderers when they come out to bat? Because you do know the opening partnership itself. You have somebody of the stature of Jatinder Singh looking to play those switch hits very often. Oh, he's just managed to put it away towards the leg side. A good swivel. And he's going to get boundaries now. The left-hander Sufyan Mahmood, because he is that sort of a player who can turn the momentum at any stage.
So the first boundary for Sufyan Mahmood, and how beautifully he managed that. One knee down, standing tall, and there you go, boundary for Sufyan, rolling his wrist. Runs are coming for Renaissance Challengers. That's the good news.
Plays it back watchfully. Well, runs are coming, but the overs do not seem to be getting along. It still seems like a very, very slow afternoon. It's only 11.4 overs, and we are somewhere around the 5 minutes past 4:30.
That too when you're doing a back-to-back stint. It's really tough.
Absolutely.
And someone is enjoying an afternoon meal. Hyderabadi biryani in the com box is the birthday boy. I won't say the birthday boy, but it's Pranav Mehta, our fellow commentator.
Beaten on this occasion. Had no clue as to what that bounce was all about. Immediately just trying to rectify that shot. Very lucky that it didn't end up in the hands of the fielder, got a leading edge. Somebody's had a good post-birthday celebration with a nice meal. Haven't seen him smile after a lunch since very long.
And people started wishing me by seeing that post. 12 overs gone, 89 for the loss of 3.
Soumya continues. He's been awarded another over because the first over he managed to keep the batters tied down. Not too many, especially in an effort where the batters are scoring in excess of 8 or 9 runs an over. Soumya has just delivered an over with only 6 runs to his credit.
That was that flashy boundary. The very final delivery of his first over from the Hamad. Was trying to stitch a partnership, Sufyan and Hamad. They did once in this tournament. A thick outside edge towards that short third. They won that game against IS Invincibles. What a partnership between Sufyan and Hamad Difraq. Chasing a stiff total.
It's the right partnership at the moment for Renaissance Challengers. You've got one very quick aggressor of runs, just like that. He's crunched it towards covers. There is a fielder out there, and then you've got one who is a very uncertain kind of a character and a personality because he knows how to score those quick runs and take the game away from you. So two very, very complementary batters out there in the middle for Renaissance Challengers. What makes it even more threatening is that they are a left-hander and a right-hand combination. So plenty to think about for the opposition or the fielding captain whenever these two are there at the crease. Oh, this one's just through Jatinder Singh's hands. They're looking for the second, not able to get it. The chance was created by Soumya and giving him that sort of a teasing half tracker so that he rocks onto the back foot and looks to pull.
He was standing very close to Sufyan at short mid wicket. He's a kind of a fielder who has taken some stunners at that position, survived Sufyan Mahmood, put down by Jatinder. cut hard. The youngster doing a pretty good job with the ball, Soumya. Dealing in singles, a tight over, a boundaryless over from Soumya. 13 gone, 94 for the loss of 3.
Oh, in the air, falling just short of the field, and I think the batter also seems to be in a little bit of trouble. Hamad Ifraq should not be very, very hasty. He needs to pick and choose his battles.
Rightly sent back by Sufyan Mahmood. There was never a single. It travelled quickly to Ritvik Pathak. No damage has been done.
Oh, this time towards deep mid wicket. Only going to be a single, but what's done Hamad Ifraq so well over here in the last week or so is that he's certainly looking to have the ball come onto the bat, and he's watching the ball come onto the bat. He's hitting the ball very hard. So that confidence is there where things are going his way. He's getting those starts.
What's the conversation between these two players? I mean,
He must be probably be murmuring. I'm coming there next over. Watch out.
a wicketless so far. Gone for plenty of runs in his first over. Driven nicely. At the right time, these two stitching a partnership for Renaissance challenges, and rightly said by the aggression we have seen from Hamad and that calmness from Sufyan, complementing each other quite well. That has been the beauty of this partnership so far.
Oh, innovation. It's that paddle sweep, or rather reverse paddle sweep by Hamad Ifraq. And what a good contribution in the whole scheme of things in this whole situation at the moment.
This is the captain's shot, the reverse shot, because we have seen the likes of Jatinder. He executed quite well. Now Hamad Ifraq, Renaissance Challengers captain, getting 4 runs. It was away from him onto that 8th stump almost, but somehow manages to connect. Connects well. 100 comes up for Renaissance Challengers.
Oh, this one's hit hard back at the bowler. A furious shot by Hamad Ifraq down the ground. Big shot this time towards the deep mid-wicket boundary, but the fielder will look to pouch this. A wicket for Hamad Ifraq, who was looking in good touch and has been striking the ball well. A timely dismissal for the Muscat Thunderers, because they were certainly looking to stitch a partnership or two with just 100 on board. The 4th wicket falls for Renaissance Challengers at the stroke of 14 overs.
Just got carried away there, Hamad Ifraq. So 100 for the loss of 4, 14 gone.
Another over for the youngster, and Soumya Sampath has been bowling absolutely great. Amanullah Rafiqi, the new man in, and he's not going to be on strike. It's going to be Sufyan Mahmood because that wicket came on the very last ball of the over. Joining me in the comm box is Pranav Mehta. Gets the under edge. They're going to scamper for a few runs, as many as 2 now. Will get it comfortably.
Much better from the likes of Soumya Sampath, from what we had seen from him in the previous game when he was just looking to get the ball to the other end. On this occasion, he's pushing the ball through, and that's where he's been a little more effective. Yes, the intensity needs to rise and it needs to be higher as the time progresses, but this is good update.
Almost spoke like a software engineer, yeah? A good update. Time and again, you would want to update your softwares, update your hardwares as well, and then possibly deliver those better deliveries.
$103 for 4. Bowling a tight line is Soumya Sampath at the moment.
I meant working harder, physical training, grow some muscles.
Can't be justifying that. A lot of viewers around the corner, proud parents, some of them, seeing their young ones do really well at this stage.
Yeah, but look at the over that Soumya Sampath has bowled so far. Excellent stuff. Just 3 runs. And he's taken a wicket for himself. What a brilliant result here. Rewarded because of the persistence and the conviction that what he's delivering out there will make a difference. It's Amanullah Rafiqi, the right-handed batter, who's going to walk back into the hut looking very disappointed and very ordinary.
The celebration states it all. That's what that wicket of Amanullah means to Soumya Sampath. He was feeling the pressure by not bowling consistently at this level, and he's bowled a gem of a delivery. He's created the pressure, and as a result, he's been rewarded with the wicket of Amanullah Rafiqi. He's growing at stature with every passing day. Soumya Sampath, the vice captain of the Oman Under-19 team, and 5 wickets down his Renaissance challengers at the moment. In walks Soumya Sampath into the side, and all of a sudden 1 for 14 in his 3 overs, and he's been one of the standout bowlers for Muscat Thunderers with the ball on a day when they're feeling the heat against Renaissance challengers. And in walks Jamil Zaidi. Wonderfully driven through the offside for a single. And in walks Jamil Zaidi on a day when we've been feeling the heat from that heavy biryani that we've had in the afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Nice biryani. We're talking about this young boy, Soumya Sampath. Brilliant off a spinner he has bowled. And the wicket he took in the last one is the brilliant delivery.
Big shot on the leg side. It's only going to be scampered for a single. How much should Renaissance challengers get? Because with the kind of start they've got, they have to be looking to get somewhere close to 160. Though 160 looks very distant at the moment.
Maybe around 150, what I'm looking, 140, 150 behind from here on.
Beautifully struck, straight down the ground, showing the full face of the bat. Sufyan Mahmood is a brilliant player of spin, and he accumulates half a dozen on this occasion.
Standing and delivering beautifully. But look at that straight with the bat. Straight over to the long off boundary for the maximum. I don't know how these people was missing in the previous matches. Today everybody is coming up, getting some runs. Apart from Habib Ifraq, who batted well but finally out.
On one of the previous occasions, Jamil Bhai, when I was analysing the bowling of Soumya Sampat, and I did mention that when a bowler is not completing his follow-through, that is the time when he is not in full rhythm. If you look at Siddharth Mukherjee at the moment, he's just making sure that the ball gets to the other end. He is not completing his follow-through. And hence, he's not able to get that kind of bite that he generally gets. Now, if you have a look at Siddharth Mukherjee's video, somewhere around the time when he was playing for the national side, and in comparison, rare misfield from Jatinder Singh, who was at mid-wicket, allows them to take a single. You would see the difference. 16 overs done, 112 for the loss of 5. A wicket of the previous over, Soumya Sampat, and very tidy as well, but not trusted with the ball in hand. For his final over, Soumya is being replaced by Samay Srivastava from the Oman LNG end.
Right time for Asif Khan to come up with some good runs. He's totally off color during the last all 8-9 matches.
Yes. Guided on the fine leg region for a single. And that's what confidence does. The confidence of the captain is always in the seniors, because they have been tried and tested time and again, and that's where, on a difficult situation, when Asif Khan Pathan comes to the middle, they know what Asif Khan Pathan can do in a moment of probably 1 or 2 overs, and that's where they have brought their best bowler into the attack. Big shot. This has gone straight up in the air, and Soumya Sampat might not take a wicket with the ball in hand, but he will hold on a catch for Samay Srivastava.
Well, the misery continues to Asif. This time, once again, try to heave it. I got a big maximum, got top edge of the bat, and was out. Nicely taken by this young boy, Soumya Sampat. So wicket number 6 to Renaissance Challengers.
It's a lazy afternoon here in the com box, Jamil Bhai. What a moment, Jamil Bhai.
Heat, good biryani, and later on, the
Cold
matches-
water.
Cool water, absolutely.
Nadeem Khan, who's been rewarded with that valuable cap. Yes, the cap will come in days to come, but he has an opportunity to get that cap for Oman.
He bowled well throughout this tournament. Showed that he is an asset and comes into the national team.
Googly, well fended, not going to go for that quick single. Not one of the quickest in the circuit, Nadeem Khan.
At one stage, we were talking about Renaissance Challenge will get on 150, 145. But suddenly, a couple of wickets back to the duck out So pressure mounted once again on Sufyan, who is batting on 20 of 26 deliveries.
I was talking about probably 170 today with the kind of start that Renaissance Challengers got. They're going to rush for a couple. Harsher Dafedar catering that area at long on. They look like 170 because almost around 60 runs in the power play, and that's where they were dominating the affairs. Googly not reading it, Sufyan Mahmood on this occasion. And ends that over with a dot ball. So it's been a handy over, just 4 runs from that over and a wicket of Asif Khan Pathan. 17 overs done, 116 for the loss of 6. Two for 22 in his 3 overs. 17 overs done and 3 overs to spare.
What do you think in 3 overs? How many runs Renaissance Challengers going to score?
If you look at Sufyan Yusuf, a lot will come on to him because he's gone into a shell, 22 of 28, not doing the justice to his potential, to his talent. And that's where he would want to finish in a flourish. Some decent pace on offer. The number 56 of Muscat Thunderers, he's the new recruit of the season and he's been impressive. Ritvik Pathak.
Absolutely impressive. New find for Muscat Thunderers, as also for Oman as well. Coming years, he will be definitely an asset for Oman. If he keeps his fitness intact,
that's going to be the key. The most important factor, fitness. Big swing and protection in the deep in terms of Soumya Sampat, and hence it's only a single. It looks like a good investment by Muscat Thunderers. Yes, we haven't got the best of the other 2 new recruits, but this one is it's a high price investment.
Surely, yes.
Swung straight down the ground, not a lot of pace, and that's where Soumya will have an opportunity to cut it off and keep it down to a couple. They need those lusty blows towards the end with just around 14-15 deliveries remaining in this game.
Well, I think Sufyan can try something from here on. He's there for so long. Apart from the one mighty 6 he played on, after that he just went to his shell.
Immediately the captain takes the responsibility to cater the long on area, and Soumya goes to the cover. Nudged on the offside for a single, Sufyan Mahmood.
Nadeem can try couple of mighties.
It was the refresher course. A lot of women, a lot of lady players. Merita, Trupti. I'm not able to recognize most of the others from this far. Big shot on the offside. Certainly won't get to the boundary, but in the process they will get a couple. So the future empires are just getting prepared for the new season that is about to start.
Very, very good thing from Oman Cricket, promoting the game in all areas, especially umpiring. We have so many umpires now, and the ladies umpires are also coming up, citing the more senior ones, the Mira, who has been also officiated a couple of international matches.
Outside edge, and it's being curtains for Nadeem Khan, who is looking to make an impact. And one player who looks ever so impressive with every passing delivery is Ritvik Pathak, a character and a half, and he is a talent in the making at the moment.
This was once again beautifully bowled by Pathak. Look at that one going outside the office stump. He tried to smashed it, got an edge to the keeper. Nicely rewarded the wicket of his efforts in the last couple of overs.
Amir Shah walks to the middle.
He too can use long handle at this stage of the game, and he did it in the last 1 or 2 matches, I remember. So that was exactly needed now for United Challengers to someone come, hit some boundaries and sixes. They can reach about 140 and 150 runs. Samay.
And if you talk about Renaissance Challengers, they are also playing with a lot of left-handers. We generally talk about Majid's Titans and the number of left-handers that they are playing with. Googly flicked on the leg side for a single. You talk about Prithvi Machi, Sufyan Yusuf, Nadeem Khan, Saeed Amir Shah, Mohammad Yusuf, all left-handers. 5 left-handers in a side of 11.
Similarly, Majid's Titans do have too many left-handers in their side.
Reverse sweep and pretty much effective from Amir Shah. The very first delivery that he faces, he looks for a boundary and gets it handsome.
Beautifully played. The right thing to do at the moment. Instead of wasting and playing dot balls, better go for the odd shots. And finally succeeded, getting force of the reverse sweep. Four valuable runs added to the Renaissance Challengers.
Flicked on the leg side. Should be an easy single. Should have looked for the second. With just few deliveries remaining in this innings, you want to capitalize and make it count. How much can they get, Jameel bhai?
Depending upon Sufyan, now he can take the couple of deliveries left.
Big shot inside out. He's found the gap, but not the legs. And hence it's again going to be just a couple.
Not very powerful hit from Sufyan. Could have gone to the boundary.
128 moves on to 130. 7 balls to remaining. Slog shot. And Jatinder is a very effective fielder and he'll keep it down to just a single. So 131 for the loss of 7 with 6 balls to spare. How much can Renaissance Challengers do? Not really sure, because if they're somewhere below 145, they've not done justice to the start they've got. 7 balls to spare. Not really, just 6 more. Amir Shah on strike. And the most impressive fast bowler of the tournament. And I say this above Hasnain. Ritwik Pathak comes into the attack for Muscat Thunderers. And the reason I've been more impressed with Ritwik Pathak, even in comparison to Hasnain, is because he's been the lone warrior in the side of Muscat Thunderers.
Right from the day he has been joined Muscat Thunderers and played his first game, we were all impressed from his brilliant bowling, fitness, and of course the pace as well.
Drill down the ground for just a single. Oh, this is a good bit of fielding. What looked like just a single was certainly going towards the boundary, and Jeet did well to keep it inside the rope. And in the process, a couple to Sufyan Mahmood.
Brilliant attempt by Jeet, this youngster, to stop the boundary. Got 2 runs only of that one.
What an incredible performance from Ritwik Pathak. Just 15 runs in 3.2. He's got a wicket to his name as well. This one's gone straight to deep mid wicket, and it's only going to be a single. This is not going to be helping the cause. 32 of 37 on a wicket that is so good. Yes, numbers on your side, but not handy numbers.
The start was very good, but in between couple of wickets falling down one after another, the pressure comes on Sufyan. But he has to come up now. He must have faced a lot of situations in the past as well and played some good knockabout. Another 3 legal deliveries to go.
Looking to stay out of the arc of Amir Shah. It's going to be required to reload. It's a wide. Umpire Freddie Lonapan doing the umpiring duties from the Oman talent. Umpiring has been impressive in this entire tournament, Oman D20. Some great decision making. The control has been spot on. And that's where we've been able to get some interesting nail-biting thrillers. This one's going to be required to reload as well. Ritwik Pathak, just when we were appreciating him, has decided to be a little wayward.
After track, 2 successive wide deliveries from him. When you're trying to do too much, the things goes the other way around. If he can still concentrate on his length and line, which for he is bowling from the last couple of overs, initial and now.
My concern is that Amir Shah is not a great offside player, and that's where there is little less protection on the leg side. Yes, Ritwik has decided to force him to play on the offside, but will Amir Shah be able to connect one?
He is trying, Amir Shah.
I've never seen him play anything on the offside. He's one of those strong bottom hand players, likes to force the issue, and leg side is his favourable side. And even with that stance, you can see that open stance, he's looking to power it towards the leg side. Does he have anything in store on the offside? Once again, on the leg side. And it's going to be a single to long on. And that's one of the reasons why he's batting at number 9. He's one of those proper lower middle order players who likes to force the issue. 1 ball to spare, 137 on the board. On a day when we were talking about 160, 170, they're struggling to get to 140. And such has been an outing, such has been the entire tournament for Renaissance Challengers. 32 of 37. Can he get going? Low full toss and probably one of the better deliveries. They're going to push for the second. Not really. It's going to be run out. Amir Shah is going to be the final victim as Sufyan Mahmood decides to run against it on the final delivery. So just 138 on the board for Renaissance Challengers for the loss of 8.
As we are talking much about that, they might go 140-50. Good comeback from Muscat Thunderer bowlers, getting wickets at the regular intervals and not letting them to go past 140. So it will be a good match, we believe that.
Should have been a couple on the last delivery. Should have at least been in the attempt. Yes, very hot and humid in the centre. And that's where the compromise would have been from Sufyan Mahmood against that double. But all said and done, this is how it all happened. Renaissance Challengers 28 of 25 for Prithvi Machi. Usman was looking handsome for his 42 of 28 before he got dismissed as well. In the middle order, Hamad Ifraq got 18 of 12 and Sufyan Mahmood stayed not out, 33 of 38 deliveries. And as a result, Renaissance Challengers, on a day when they should have got close to 170, are wrapped up at 138 for the loss of 8.
Excellent bowling from Muscat Thunderers, spearheaded by Pathik. He's got 1 wicket of 20 runs and 13 dots only bowled. The maximum wickets taken by Ganesh, the seasoned medium pacer, got 2 for 27, and it was Sampath who bowled extending 3 overs, got 1 wicket of 14 runs and 2 wickets for Samit Srivastava, 2 for 31. And this is all 138 for 8 in 20 overs, 5 extras.
If you would see that they were 100 for the loss of 3 at one point of time, and that's where they could accumulate only 38. So lost wickets in quick fashion. Prithvi Machi and Usman came in with some intention in the middle, and they were striking boundaries at will all around the ground. And that is where Usman was dominating the affairs against Siddharth Bukapatnam as well. He was striking gold. He was looking for those boundaries and accumulating them at regular intervals, and that's when this braid fade movement happened. A sweep, unnecessary. Hamad Mirza also departed back in a hurry. Hamad Ifraq came with some intent and he accumulated some quick runs. Prithvi Machi was off because of a blinder. Yes, wickets continued to fall at regular intervals. Boundaries were accumulated at regular intervals as well. Soumya Sampath was one of the pick of the bowlers today. Got a wicket of an inside edge. Asif Khan was looking to force the proceedings and he departed back in a hurry as well. Nadeem Khan couldn't impress this afternoon as well. Yes, Amir Shah got a good shot to get off, but towards the end, he was run out because Sufyan Mahmood didn't respond to the call. And as a result, 138, probably 20 runs below par, is what we feel at the moment. Is it the fact? Yes, no, maybe. Can Muscat Thunderers chase it? We'll only know the answer across the break.
He has timed that one well. And take the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well.
Catches the ball straight in.
Beautiful ball.
Edge the way. Yes, it is.
For the one final time, Renaissance Challengers versus Muscat Thunderers in this tournament. Batting first, they batted beautifully. The likes of Usman, who provided the blistering start, 42 of 28, got the support from Prithvi, managing 28. Then few wickets went down quickly. Hamad and Sufyan stitched a partnership. Sufyan remained unbeaten on 33. 5 extras conceded, 138. All they could manage in 20 overs for the loss of 8. Batting first, Renaissance Challengers. Prithvi Patak, another brilliant outing with the fast bowler, young quickie, going for 20 runs, a wicket to his name. Couple of wickets for Ganesh Narusomaya and Samay Srivastava, a wicket apiece to Siddharth Bukapatnam and Soumya Sampat. The likes of Siddharth going for runs. That has been the reason. He bowled just 3 overs. So now it's up to the batters of Muscat Thunderers to get those 139 and end this tournament on a high note. Thirteenth day double header. After this game, there's a big game, a virtually semi-final between Yalla Shabab Giants and Majlis Titans. A much-awaited encounter, and to start the proceeding with the ball, it's Nadeem Khan, the left-arm orthodox, and on your screen, the highest run getter of this tournament, the run machine here in Oman, the captain of Muscat Thunderers, Jatinder Singh, taking his guard, and taking the guard in the com box next to me is Pranav Mehta. Very good evening, Pranav.
A very good evening to you and all our viewers around the world. What a time to join you in the com box, Muscat Thunderers, especially Jatinder Singh taking guard, and it's an opportunity to see what Jatinder is going to be displaying at the larger scale.
Though he had got only 100, but still he's a top run getter. Because that one big 100, then few 20s, 30s, almost above 250 runs in this tournament. A lone warrior for Muscat Thunderers.
And that's what you get with Jatinder Singh. He grinds and he makes sure that he is always there in the mix of things. Chasing just 139 runs to win. Gets off the mark immediately with a single. So important is Jatinder Singh for the side.
Absolutely. Though not much support from the other end or from the middle order, he single-handedly took the responsibility on his shoulders to get those runs. Chase 173 against Majlis Titans. It was Ashish and Jatinder's heroics with the bat. That was the day when Jatinder registered 100, the only 100 so far in this edition of D20.
And don't forget that Ashish Odedra has also been selected for the national side. So 3 national heroes, rather 4. Hamad Mirza behind the stumps, Ashish Odedra who is facing the ball, Jatinder Singh who is at the non-striker, and this man Nadeem Khan who is doing the bowling duties. So 4 national heroes in one frame.
3 of them got a experience of playing at national level. But for Nadeem, it's a proud moment to see your name in that list for Oman national team. We're not sure whether he will get that cap in Asia Cup because it will be a tough competition for Nadeem from Shakil Ahmed. It won't be easy for someone like Nadeem to make it into that playing 11, keeping in mind Amir Kaleem also bowls those left-arm orthodox.
You're right, probably is going to be the backup option. But you never know. Miracles happen in this game of cricket and it's something that is always on offer. And even for Ashish Odedra, if you're talking about Ashish Odedra, yes, he's a cap player in the 50-over format, but in the T20, this is going to be a different ball game for Ashish Odedra. He's been pretty much impressive for Muscat Thunderers this season in the Oman D20. What can he offer? Just a few days around. 1 over done, 2 for no loss. Amir Shah will come into the attack. Quiet start for Muscat Thunderers. Both these batters like to take their time in. Very watchful at the moment is Ashish Odedra.
So early introduction of spinners, no fast bowler. If you talk about the fast bowlers, it reminds me of Fawad Ali, the left-arm quickie who used to play for the Renaissance. What an all-rounder he was, Fawad Ali. Alongside him was Bilal. But in this edition, we have seen the rise of Rafi as well as the glimpses of brilliance of Ibrar with the new ball. But came out with a new plan. Hamad Ifraq from both the ends, left-arm orthodox.
Pretty much watchful at the moment is Ashish Odedra. You don't want to make this 139 to look like a 150, 160, and that's where they need to get going, especially in the power play. Can't play second fiddle. You want to start as all guns blazing rather than build it up big. That will work as a good reason for rotating strike.
Rightly said, Pranav, and you just don't want to play too many dot deliveries and get that pressure on you. Instead of play that attacking cricket, get runs in the first 6. You need to put that foundation for the batters to follow. You cannot expect in every game Jatinder to get those runs at the top of the order.
Quick single. Directed can be interesting, not really. Both these lads have played a lot of cricket together, and that's where they understand one another much better than what you would have anticipated. With just 2 runs from this over of Amir Shah.
So the search for the boundary continues. Ashish 8 deliveries, just couple of runs. Lofted, and there's a field station at long on. So another over without a boundary. It's a good start for Renaissance Challengers. 2 overs, 5 for no loss.
Nadeem Khan is going to continue from the Oman tail end. Watch out for that mid-wicket area. That's his go-to area, Ashish Odedra. At the moment, the ball not in his arc, and he's playing the waiting game. And it's not in favour of Muscat Thunderers. Flicks it on the leg side. It's only going to be a single.
At least you need to try and play one big shot just to disturb the line of the bowler, consistently bowling at one channel, Nadeem. This is how you get runs. Using the feet, making room, and goes past that mid-off for 4 runs. First boundary for Jatinder and the first boundary for Thunderous.
He's special, very, very special. Jatinder Singh makes room for himself, opens up that offside area just wide of that fielder at mid-off. Makes it look so simple. Jatinder Singh, very talented, one of the prolific openers. And he's special because of a reason. The reason is that he makes the bowler look ordinary.
With ease, he plays those cover drives as well as very strong towards that leg side, and he's known for playing those reverse shots. Oh, look at that cheeky single. This is how you disturb that line of bowler. Getting a boundary and all of a sudden he's trying to bowl everywhere.
A delivery that we would have on most days said that, oh, what a gem of a delivery. He makes that delivery look so ordinary. That's the quality of Jatinder Singh. Sweep comes in handy. They will get a single. Sufyan Mahmood is a handy fielder at short fine. So 7 runs from that over of Nadeem. 3 overs done, 12 without losing a wicket. Muscat Thunderers.
Poor delivery and nicely managed. Rolling his wrist, chased by Ahmed. Well done. Are they going to come back for that third? Yes and no. At the last minute, opting to go for the third run. There was a push from Jatinder, responded by Ashish. But good job done by Shahbaz. What a sprint behind the ball. But excellent running between the wickets by Jatinder and Ashish.
Prolific, very prolific. And primarily the way they adapt to the situation, they play each other, they complement each other. That's what makes them very special. 3 valuable runs for Ashish Odedra. Oh, catch put down. They're going to go for the single. And it's going to be a very expensive affair. I think it is Amanullah Rafiqi at mid-off. How expensive can that catch be? Because it's of Jatinder Singh, one of the dominant personalities in the circuit. Amir Shah will be distraught.
An easy chance. Not in a great position. You need to take such chances. That too of Jatinder Singh.
A similar personality, Amir Shah to Shakil. Looks to fire it in. Keep things tight. Amir Shah, generally a miser. Just 4 runs from this over so far with 2 deliveries to spare. Will be indicated as wide. A late decision, but a very effective one for Muscat Thunderers.
He needs to go after Amir Shah. You just cannot expect Jatinder to get those runs, taking his own time, but this is a very good surface. Even in the last 10 overs, if 90 needed, wickets in hand. The batting side who will have that upper hand. Poor piece of release from Shahbaz. I really don't know this is field setup from Amir. That fine leg He's a bit wide towards square leg. There's a big gap behind the wicket. Anything on the legs will get punished by Jatinder or Ashish.
The problem with Ashish Odedra is he's not going to be going after the bowlers on good deliveries, and that's where the bowlers understand it. 4 overs done, 18 without losing a wicket, Muscat Thunderers. Nadeem Khan is out of the attack, and in comes Yusuf, another left arm spinner. The love for left arm, very different to the likes of Nadeem. All the 3 left arm spinners in operation, in tandem.
A good captaincy, keeping in mind right-handers out there in the middle. Oh, what a start by the young lad. Giving some flight and air, not afraid. Inviting Ashish to go big. There's a protection at long on and mid-wicket. And we are going upstairs just to check if everything is fine. Great glove work by Hamad Mirza.
Jatinder just suggesting to Ashish Odedra that that's a good area to go, inside out. Out of his crease at the moment. Does he pull back? Does he come back in time? I think he's done well here. Oh, pretty much safe. Good reflexes, good presence of mind from Ashish Odedra.
It was a full body stretch by Ashish Odedra. Going for that big shot. Misses the line completely. Final day of league matches. A much awaited game between Yalla Shabam and Majid Titans. Start at local time 7:30 p.m. 2 balanced sides up against each other. But when you talk about experience, I think it is where Majid Titans has that upper hand.
Yalla Shabab Giants, one of the prolific sides in the tournament. It's a battle within a battle. Both of them contending in the center. Full toss. You can't be bowling something as similar to that. Should have been a boundary though. It's only going to be a single. What's your thought, Mudipa? You suggested Majid Titans. I feel it's going to be Yalla Shabab. So it's a war between a war here in the com box as well.
I just think they have that edge when it comes to the experience. Both the sides, they're very strong.
An inside edge, and they're going to rush for a single. Yes, very strong. Agreed to that point.
And every department, if you can see the top order, they have Hassan al-Wahab and Zoheb. Here they have Abhinav and Amir Kalim. Both teams openers got runs, strong middle order, few good spinners and fast bowlers. But for me, that Amir Kalim captaincy and that experience, it will play a huge role in the upcoming game.
Do not forget that they also have Prashant the coach behind their back who will match that experience of Amr Kaleem.
This is the best what I like about Pranav. When he made up his mind not to agree with me,
Not to agree with you.
yes, it's very clear statement from Pranav.
No, that's where it's entertaining because if I agree with you on Majid's Titan, there is no discussion left in it. 5 overs done, 22 for no loss Muscat Thunderers.
Five overs gone. Muscat Thunderers 22 for the loss of no wickets, and they're chasing a target of 139. Yusuf Manik has delivered a fairly effective over, just conceding 4 in his first, and you still are well within that power play phase where Amir Shah will now look to make a difference here, and they'll be looking to pluck the wicket of that man, Jatinder Singh, most importantly. Joining me in the box, senior statesman Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you, Amin. Well, I think the first 5 overs, I believe, belongs to Renaissance challengers. They did not allow Jatinder Singh to come up with his normal attacking batting. They just subdued with some good spin bowling from both the left-arm spinners.
Yeah, and they've been managing to keep the batters quiet, and that's very important, not allowing as many boundaries as Muscat Thunderers would have wanted. So, finally, there has to be that game of who blinks first at the moment. At the moment, it's the batter, Jatinder Singh. Look at that commanding stroke. It's not going to be a boundary. It's going to be pulled back by the fielder, but certainly intention very, very clear, and execution-wise also, it was quite effective. He's got a couple of runs to himself.
Well, it's not come properly onto the bat, but sky too much in the air. Look at that one. Not properly in the middle of the bat, but finally 2 runs have been scored. Good effort from the fielder. They should increase their run rate, from here on, because I don't think there are much players in the dugout who can come up with some exciting batting, maximum and 6s. Jatinder is the one who can do that, and so is Ashish Shodedra.
Yeah, well, certainly both can fight and fight really hard at the moment. Ashish Shodedra is struggling. And this one's beaten the fielder. It's going to be some bit of a chase, but not in favor of the fielder. Shahbaz is going to just be fetching it from the other side of the boundary. 4 runs here. And just when you thought Ashish Shodedra was struggling, he's managed to just make a comeback of sorts.
It was a poor fielding, absolutely. 4 runs to the Ashish Shodedra, obviously, and good run so far. This over is good for Muscat Thunderers. At least 7 has been scored.
Amir Shah, very, very economical. Another attempt at a sweep. So fairly decent over for Muscat Thunderers, 20 tied. Or rather 30 for no loss, Muscat Thunderers. Power play done, and Muscat Thunderers 30 for the loss of no wickets in that power play phase. Which way do you reckon this important juncture of game is at the moment? Is it towards the RC? Or is it towards Muscat Thunderers at the moment? For the first over, Shehbaz now being introduced to bowl at the Muscat Thunderers.
Well, I think both Jatinder and Ashish has to come up with some good boundaries in the next couple of overs. Though they did not lost a wicket at all, but definitely they should come up with some good quick runs to take the pressure off from the batters who has come next. With the Shehbaz bowled brilliantly the first delivery outside the off stump with the pace.
A little bit of extra bounce available for Shehbaz whenever he's pitching it at that good length area. So will be very interesting to see how he operates. Not had too many games this season for the Renaissance Challengers. Shehbaz, a fairly decent bowler, and it's someone who Renaissance Challengers normally look up to whenever they need that extra pacer, and certainly a very good team man, Shehbaz.
It got some pace.
Good delivery. This time just works it around towards the onside for a single. Shehbaz has to be very happy with that. Immediately you can see him discussing some tactics with Sufyan Mahmood, because they both seem to be very, very experienced with each other as well.
Coming on the evening match, I mean, which team you feel that will be going through the final?
It's going to be
Titans or Yalla Shabab?
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker of a match here. A virtual qualifier or a virtual semi-final, if you may have to say it. A virtual eliminator, whichever way you put it. Down the ground. Took the bottom edge of the bat, but managed to get a single to their name. Yalla Shabab Giants have been in absolute killing form at the moment, and especially that opening stance or the opening partnership looks to take away the game during the power play phase. When it comes to bowling, they've got that amazing opening partnership as well. Shakil Ahmed and Hasnain Ali Shah, or I believe Shakil and Faisal, if I'm not mistaken. Hasnain plays for the Royal Oman Stallions.
Well, I feel that comparing two teams, I feel that Majlis Titans have got little edge over Yalla Shabab with their all-round professional capabilities, batting, bowling and fielding.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. One of my favorites this season of Oman D20 powered by Fancode, Majlis Titans. They have certainly taken a positive step towards revamping the team. It's a new look Majlis Titans. Oh, this one's beaten the outside edge. What a brilliant delivery from Shehbaz. It's some good exhibition of pace bowling from Shehbaz this over. Only 3 runs from his first. 7 gone, 34 for no loss, Muscat Thunderers. Openers for the Muscat Thunderers still battling it out there, as persisting with the slower bowlers are the Renaissance Challengers. Yusuf Manik continues. Reverse sweep. Not going to get as many runs as he would have liked, because he certainly didn't get the ball onto the bat convincingly. Speaking about the match later on, and I completely agree with you. You're certainly in anticipation of a great contest between bat and ball and in between those two teams. Looking to charge down the track. It's as straight as an arrow, but the fielder will cut it off. It's only going to be a single. And speaking of Majid's Titans, they have those impact players who always just turn up out of nowhere and make a contribution towards the team. Even last night you saw the top order failed and then the middle order stepped up. Once again tries to go for the switch hit, manages to get that single. It's an appeal. Will be interesting to see if the umpire goes towards the TV umpire. Yes, he does. So just a hold in proceedings here, but certainly looked like they made their ground.
The fielder looks to be quite happy. But talking about Majid's titles, I think Amir Kaleem is one of the best captains in this entire tournament among the 6 teams. And top of that, he is performing right ahead of any other captain, coming down with the bowling, batting and fielding. And his field placement, change of bowlers is absolutely very, very effective.
Yeah, at the moment the players are looking for a little bit of break here because the TV umpire might be having a look at that run-out chance of Ashish Odedra. Ahmad Mirza did manage to disturb the stumps, but then it did seem from the com box that could have been safe.
I have to see.
This one's the bowler's end, so the run-out opportunity was from the keeper's end.
Fielders looks jubilant that they have done their job.
Well, it's so hot and humid out there. The fielders will take every possible opportunity to rehydrate themselves and get a little bit of respite. Yeah, this is a much better angle. Not yet collected the ball, and now the batter comes into the frame. He's looking to drag the bat in, Ashish Odedra. Not a direct throw, and that frame will probably give you the verdict that Ashish Odedra is safe.
Yeah, looks from here, yes, he made it. But from the other angle, it might be more clear. It's not out, yes. But good fielding.
Yeah, they'll have to take their chances here, Renaissance challengers. You know, fielding in that circle, it's like a ring of fire here at the Oman Cricket Academy where, you know, you don't want those batters to take those easy singles and apply the pressure on reaching towards that target. At the moment, these are bragging rights for both these two teams. Renaissance challengers have been very, very low in terms of their results. Oh, big shot. Deep mid-wicket is stationed out there at the boundary ropes. It's only going to be a single.
Muscat Thunderers, I think, like trying to consolidate their opening partnership. Jatinder Singh 16 of 18 and Ashish 19 of 28 deliveries.
Works away towards the onside. A single looking for the 2, and this is excellent running here. Excellent running. From nowhere they've managed to add another run to their total. It's going to be quite tiresome out there in the middle, especially in these conditions. But good result nonetheless.
It was placed in the gap. There was no fielder around. Short mid wicket or mid on. So fielder has to rush from square leg to pick the back. And some brilliant quick running by these Ashish and Jatindra results in 2 runs.
Switch it once again. This time it's towards the fielder, Sufyan Mahmood.
Could have been gone had the ball the stumps.
Nonetheless, they're going to get a single to add to the total. Muscat Thunderers 41 for the loss of no wickets after 8. 8 overs gone, 41 for no loss. Muscat Thunderer. Shehbaz continues after bowling really well in that first over of his.
He's quick off the field. He's getting some bounce. He's not been among so many matches he has played for United Challengers. Given this opportunity to get him match practice, this could be the last match for the United Challengers.
Oh, there's been an appeal. Umpire not interested. It certainly looked very, very close because Ashish Odedra was looking to play the ramp.
Good decision by umpire Freddie.
Oh yes, very close decision, and umpire certainly making the right call. Has Pranav made you do the exercise of selecting the tournament 11 yet, Jamil Saab?
No, to be honest, not yet. Maybe after the tournament.
After the tournament? Oh, this was a good shot here from Ashish Odedra. It's looking to be bisecting two fielders, but then long off will cut that out. He's tried it on every one of us, and I still can't believe why you've been left out. I think it's because you would be selecting the right players at the right spots, and he doesn't want to be losing.
No, it's not. I was actually not at that time when you guys were discussing the team. I was praying at that time, but by the time I came, the team was selected.
Oh, big shot from Ashish Odedra. This is absolute class. Just helped its way across the boundary lines. It's a big maximum and a statement 6 in the whole innings here from Ashish Odedra.
Showing his class from the middle of the bat, just come down towards the off stump, pick beautifully to the mid-wicket boundary. After the first match, he didn't score much in this tournament, and today now looks that he might get some good runs. 31 deliveries he has faced, and 27 runs being scored. So you can see how much, he's on the defensive side.
Beats the outside edge. So what you need to be doing here is, Jamil Saab, is to be selecting the best players in the tournament. Create a virtual 11 or a playing 11 at every position from across all the teams of the tournament. Who would you want as your openers?
Well, generally, the tournament team is announced soon after the tournament, but we looks to be in a bit hurry. All three selectors, Pranav, Amin, and Mudassir.
Not to forget Mr. Sadiq, who's sitting as a stats guy downstairs.
Yes,
He's created a big team as well.
Yeah, of course.
End of the over. 9 overs done, 51 for no loss. Nine overs done. Looking to charge down the track. Who would be your best openers in the tournament, Jamil Saab? Who has impressed you the most in this tournament as an opening batter?
Well, Jatinder Singh is the best, of course, no doubt about that. But the other end, there are a few choices.
There's Zoeb Amanat and then probably Hasnainul Wahab. We saw what they could do last afternoon. This is a big shot from Jatinder. Just when we were deciding about your dream team, he just makes sure that he grabs your attention and says that, yes, I need to be in there.
Absolutely, brilliantly coming down the wicket. Now the runs will start coming. Look at that one. Comes towards the leg side. Pick the bat right in front of the Oman LNG board. Yes, Zohair Karamat, I believe, and of course, Stanul Wahab, and up to some extent, I believe, Prithvi Machi also.
Interesting choice. We never really thought about Prithvi Machi much, quite a bit. Looking for the second. Could be dangerous. Oh, what a strike from Yusuf Manik. He's disturbed the timber, and once again, Jatinder Singh finds himself on the wrong end of a run out. How many times has this happened in this Oman D20? I believe this has been the third or the fourth time Jatinder Singh has been dismissed in the most irritating manner possible to a batter, and that's a run out on a wrong call being taken. Have a look at that.
Absolutely. This is the third time he got run out in this tournament when he was playing so nice, way away from the crease. Brilliant throw. I think there was some misunderstanding between these two, Ashish Udedar and Jatinder. And I'll tell you, couple of years before when he was in the national team and I was also there, couple of matches he was run out like that, 3-4 times.
Dejected at the moment, Jatinder Singh. The first wicket falls for Muscat Thunderers. Wonderful picturesque views as the players have a little bit of a break out there. It has been a hot afternoon, so plenty of fluids being circulated around there. Continuing with our discussions, apart from the opening batters, certainly you did say Jatinder Singh, who's just been dismissed at the moment, courtesy a run out of Yusuf Manik. And then along with that, you mentioned a few, Zoe Amanat, and of course Prithvi Machi could be your choices.
We are missing the one and only Amir Kaleem.
Oh, of course. No team of Mr. Jamil Zaidi is complete without Amir Kaleem. And let me guess, do we find Mehran Khan in that squad as well?
No, absolutely no chance.
Okay, all right. Let's come back to that later. But then, openers, yeah? Who are the opening bowlers for you? Who has impressed you in that power play? Who has impressed you by taking those early wickets against the oppositions?
Hasnain Shah, obviously, and of course Faisal Shah as well. These two are really getting wickets in the very initial stages of the game, and they will be definitely an asset for any team to be made of this tournament.
Completely agree with you, and especially the fact being that there is a right-hand, left-hand combination of seamers and a right-hand, left-hand combination of batters. This is a very, very well-balanced outlook for the opening slots here, whether it be with the ball or with the bat. What about your spinners? You need to be...
Well, one more fast bowler I like to mention. Maybe you did not, but it was Shafiq Jan. He has got tremendous pace. But again, he's not among the wickets in this tournament. But I like him being the fast bowler, tacking hard, bowling short pitch deliveries.
Let me give you two options for this. As a third pacer in the team, would you be preferring Mohammad Imran or would you be preferring Shafiq Jan?
Imran obviously should be number one, to be honest. We should missed him.
Oh, this is brilliant fielding of his own bowling. Mohammad Yusuf Manik, and I think this could be heading towards the boundary courtesy overthrows. He'll just
Excellent effort being converted into 2 runs.
Absolutely. So Imran or Shafiq Jan, or would you probably keep both in the squad just so that you can have a batting option in the form of Shafiq Jan? Who could forget that last ball heroics for the Majis Titans last week? Cut. It's only going to be a single.
Jitin Kumar is also one of the outstanding all-rounders we do have in this tournament. And you can keep Shafiq Jan, of course, in 12 and 13, but Mohammad Imran is top of all.
Right, so you've got your pace bowlers locked in at Mohammad Imran, Faisal Shah and Hasnain Shah. He's placed the sweep now. Ashish Odedra looking quite comfortable out there in the middle. And with that, we'll come to the end of the over. And not to go anywhere, because Jamil Zaidi will still be sitting here and discussing this with Pranav Mehta. Joining me in the com box, it's going to be Pranav Mehta. And we were discussing, I probably roped in Jamil Zaidi also in the whole tournament 11 contest that we are playing. And by far, I think I'm leading. And Mudassir Ali Qureshi is coming a distant last.
Absolutely, and that's the reason we fired him from the com box at regular intervals. Not doing well in the team of the tournament, you can't be here.
Absolutely. So as of now, it's me and then followed by Sadiq, and Jamil Saab is making his team, and according to me, he's going the right direction because obviously experience, and immediately he's picking up the right players. So certainly, oh, this one's a close call, but I think it's the bat.
This is going to be really interesting because Aman Khan hasn't really been one of those impressive players, and it's been one of those outings for Aman Khan. He got injured while fielding. Went out probably because of concussion. Was impacted hard on his helmet, keeping wicket. And then the tournament, not a great one for him so far.
He'll have to look to score quickly. Just like that. Crunch towards the covers. Hit very, very hard. And he'll need more of these, please, Aman Khan.
Looked elegant. The first time ever that we've seen Aman Khan attacking, and he looked pretty decent. Probably needs to do much more of this.
Sweeps. The fielder will collect it. It's only going to be a single. Plenty of work here remaining for the Muscat Thunderers. At the halfway stage, they weren't looking any sort of comfortable at the moment. They'll need to score quickly in the next few. 11 gone, 67 for the loss of 1 wicket, Muscat Thunderers. Muscat Thunderers, loud shout by Sufyan Mahmood, his very first over, and he can be an absolute game changer in these sort of situations. Always looks to turn the game on its head. Very, very dangerous customer. Impact outside the off stump, so that will always create some doubts in the mind of the umpire, and plenty to discuss about that as well. In the comm box, we also have been joined by Pranav Mehta, who is still busy figuring out who has the best team. You don't need to be doing that. It is mine.
I'm going to give you a better option.
No. These are all tactics of making my team weaker.
I'm going to give you a competitive side, a side that you can say that, oh, this is interesting.
Ashish Odedra, he spent a lot of time out there in the crease at the moment. 37 deliveries, that means a shade above 6 overs there out of the 11. And he's striking less than run a ball, so there has to be some impetus or some responsibility taken on his shoulders, and that's to start scoring freely. Otherwise this chase will go down to the wire or will start getting out of hand. That required run rate will keep rising with every dot delivery. On the other hand, Aman Khan needs to be looking to contribute and share the workload. Just like that, Sufyan once again, game changer. A little bit of banter here from Sufyan Mahmood. He's played it on to his stumps, Aman Khan, and Sufyan Mahmood will celebrate. What a wicket.
They needed a wicket and timely production from Sufyan Mahmood, angling it into the right-hander. This is the kind of a tournament that defines his presence here in Oman. Aman Khan trying to heave it across the line and not able to connect the bat to ball. Yes, probably could have been a little bit of an inside edge, but the middle of the bat is something that has been missing. In walks Hashir Dafedar, and all of a sudden Muscat Thunderers are in a little bit of a trouble. In walks Hashir Dafedar. So, I mean, here's a side that can give a competition to your side. Yes, your side has been exceptional, but I feel that this side is going to be really competitive as well. I would want to open with Jatinder Singh and Amir Kaleem, two very experienced openers. They've been amongst runs, one of the top scorers of the tournament, consistently performing. One a little more attacking than the other. Plus the left-hand, right-hand combination. In walks Karan Sonavle at number 3. Once again an attacking player. He's done well in this tournament. That's a right-hander. Number 4 is a left-handed Vishwa Vijayaratne. Number 5 is a right-handed Vinayak Shukla. If there's a collapse, Nadeem Bhalli comes to the rescue of the side and he can play that sensible lock. And that's why he's at number 6. I have the presence of Amanullah Rafiqi. He's been one of the standout performers for Renaissance Challengers. Sliding down the leg on this occasion. Would be leg buys. And then I have the powerhouse of Hasnain, who is also going to be opening the attack. Shakil, another left-arm pacer. The left-arm spinner. And then I've always been a big fan of Samay Srivastava and Imran. 12 overs done, 70 for 2. And my 12th man is going to be somebody who needs to gain a little bit of more experience to be considered valuable at this level. That's Anshuman Prasanna. He's been exceptional, but I feel that he needs to be more consistent. So what's your thought?
Yeah, absolutely. A decent team. Just a few changes in that. Probably in place of the opener, Amar Kaleem, I would have somebody of the elegance and a more, let's say, a more impactful player in the form of Zoeb Amanat. And then in place of Nadeem Bali, I would have Jitin Kumar Amanandi. Let's not forget he has been the MVP in this tournament so far. He's picked up wickets, he's scored runs, he's led the side as well. Royal Oman Stallions are finalists. Gives you an option with the new ball, gives you an option in the death overs, gives you an option in the middle overs when you're looking for wickets. So he's a very handy option to have. And then Samesh Srivastav would not feature in my side. I could possibly have an option of playing an extra batter or an extra bowler depending on the conditions or depending on how everybody's feeling at the moment. And all of this because I have Jitin Kumar Ramanandi in the side.
Makes sense.
And I did mention Anshuman Prasanna, I did mention Wasim Ali to be those floaters. I did mention Shah Faisal, who is doing excellent with the ball, or play that extra spinner if the conditions suit.
I agree. Probably it's a toss-up between Amanullah Rafiqi and Wasim Ali. And that's a cotton ball opportunity. Drop down. If you don't take a catch of your own bowling, nobody else. You should not be expecting anyone else to be holding on to the catches. Yusuf Manik is going to be learning it the hard way. It was fiercely struck, but have to hold on to something like this.
Yeah, it possibly hit his chest as well. So very, very difficult situation at the moment because everybody's glaring at him that he's put down a chance. The team especially.
He's going to be requiring a little bit of medical attention, and he's down on the ground at the moment. Needs a little bit of a recovery. They've seen themselves on the big screen, and that's where they're pointing to probably the loved ones of one of the persons on the ground. And it's so good to see family supporting. Right there, I mean, I have another exercise, and this is something that has been circulating around the world. The Fab Four. We've always heard of the Fab Four. The minute I say this, a lot of Pakistani fans will be very disappointed because Virat Kohli, Joe Root, Steve Smith, and Kane Williamson have been the Fab Four. And a lot of Pakistani fans would suggest that it was always Fab Five with Babar Azam in the mix of things. Whether it is not, doesn't matter because this excludes them. What is the next gen Fab Four?
This is another contest for me.
Absolutely, you're the first one.
Just because you couldn't win that first contest, you've created another contest so that we can have a discussion in the com box and try and get away with one. I'm not losing this one as well. Because I'm not going to be making a team. There is no Fab Four at the moment. There is a Fab Four in every format, and you would have to possibly just consider a player according to the format they play. A player like Yashasvi Jaiswal, who is an excellent striker of the ball at the top of the innings in a test match, has not been considered for a T20 game. This one's crunched towards the covers, only a single.
The only thing that I'm saying is that we're talking about a Fab Four in general. So considering their performances in the test format, in the 50 over format, in the T20, we're being generic at the moment. So
full toss. Oh, this is another chance dropped. What is happening out here for the Renaissance challengers? They seem to be having butterfingers at the moment. Under lights, under pressure, looking to defend the total.
Do they add a lot of butter to the biryani? Because that's how it looks. A little bit lethargic in the field. The captain himself on this occasion should have been a regulation catch on most days. Chasing 139 to win. Muscat Thunderers have made a mess of this chase. And a quick single will wind that over up. So 73 for the loss of 3 with 7 overs to spare. A lot of sevens in the mix. And that's where Muscat Thunderers would fancy their chances with 8 wickets in hand.
New over, it's Sufyan Mahmood, the partnership breaker, the man with the golden arm, and he'll look to do a little bit of wonders here for the Renaissance challengers because they certainly be looking to get a few runs here. It's been Ashish Odedra for a very, very long time out in the middle.
So let's restructure this. Before we go to the Fab Four, let's figure out the best upcoming player to watch out for in the generation next. One player per country. So who is it for you in England?
Oh, big shot. It could settle into the hands of the fielder, and once again it has been spilled. Whenever we end up discussing about the Fab Four, the Renaissance challengers probably think that no, we need to be spilling chances so that they pay attention here.
Probably they are pretty much distracted by a conversation at the moment because these are regulation chances. You won't get something easier than this, especially at this level. And Yusuf Manik, who just dropped a catch of his own bowling a few deliveries ago, is just giving an excuse that how difficult that opportunity was. And I'm so sorry that I just can't be agreeing to him.
I'll start with England. Probably you have somebody of the likes of, let's say, Harry Brook when it comes to the test game. And
Ben Duckett?
I would still go with Harry Brook. An appeal. I'd still go with Harry Brook because when it comes to batting, I think he's just some exceptional talent. Have a look at that. There was some sort of an appeal, but impact outside the line of stumps, so not going to be considered. When it comes to T20 cricket, I have honestly no idea because I've not seen much of T20 cricket with English players. So from the looks of it, could be no. There's no name that comes to my mind as a batter, an outstanding batter when it comes to T20 cricket. You do have once again Harry Brook, who's a cross-format player, but oh, this one was very close to the outside edge. He's very close to being an all-format player, but then not delivering those performances. So I wouldn't rate him very highly in T20 cricket as well as in ODI cricket. In ODI cricket, I still feel Joe Root is very much in the whole zone at the moment.
The same exercise was followed by Alistair Cook, Sir Alistair Cook, and he suggested that Ben Duckett was the next big thing. So at the moment, we'll keep it open between Ben Duckett and Harry Brook for England. Moving on to India. This is going to be very, very, very difficult.
In India, I would probably rate Shubman Gill as a very exciting young talent. The way he's just come out in that previous England series was absolutely gold. You would not find a lot of players who would end up scoring 700 plus runs. In the meantime, as a limited overs cricketer, Shubman Gill has left wanting more. has left viewers and spectators and fans wanting more. Yashasvi Jaiswal has been that sort of a guy for me, where, in test match cricket, he's scored centuries in almost every country that he's, played his matches in. In T20 cricket, you've seen the way he just opens up the innings and he's on fire with Rajasthan Royals. When it comes to ODI cricket, I see him no different. Not that he's the only point being that Yashasvi Jaiswal hasn't got that many opportunities in ODI cricket. And big shot. It will land in the no man's land. The batters, especially Ashish Odedra, looking to get some runs, break the shackles, but unable to do so. End of the 14th over, Muscat Thunderers 77 for 2.
Nadeem Khan struck right over his head, and the ball is travelling. A good sliding effort on the boundary line will only be a little bit of entertainment for the fielder.
Finally, some runs for Muscat Thunderers, and especially of the bat of Ashish Odedra. He's been trying and trying hard all through this while. As many as 42 deliveries, and finally gets a decent boundary to his name.
Not ready is Ashish Odedra at the moment. 40 or 44. He's been an exceptional talent. And the only problem is that he doesn't start off very quickly. He's one of those diesel engines that takes time to heat up. And once he heats up, he's one of those most attractive players, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And very dominating as well as when he gets in the groove. I still remember that innings of 92 odd he scored against a team. And boy, that was something. It was in losing cause, if I'm not mistaken.
Not really sure on that one, but at the moment 40 or 46. He's not doing justice to his side because still 50, 60 runs to get. He needs to cut loose and cut loose right now.
And that is where Muscat Thunderers have fallen short all through this tournament, because once a wicket falls from here onwards, who is that hard hitter batter who can collect 10, 12 runs at, in quick succession? Such sort of a player has been missing for Muscat Thunderers.
Heaved across the line. It's only going to be a single. A lot of things will depend on how Hashir Dafedar performs in this game, because he's one of those batters, if he can get probably 20 ball 35, maybe get close to 40.
Looking to charge down the track and cuts it. There is a fielder out there inside the circle, and they've still managed to get that single. Just a way of how things or the pendulum shifts during a course of a game. 15 overs done, 83 for 2 Muscat Thunderers.
Sufyan Mahmood probably looking to continue from the Oman LNG end. He has 2 overs to spare in his spell. And joining me in the com box is Mudassir Ali Qureshi, the very experienced Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Mudipa, we are in the midst of a very entertaining discussion, as 55 runs are required of 29 deliveries for Muscat Thunderers. They're well positioned, still 8 wickets in hand, but they don't have the spine, in my opinion. Big
Yes.
words?
I do understand because the way they batted in this tournament, but two experienced batters out there in the middle, all they need is to calculate and get those runs. One boundary, run hard, convert 7-8 runs, take deep to the last few overs. Oh, what a hit! Is it in the gap? Yes. Poor effort coming from the fielder there. They should have stopped that going over the boundary rope, but 4 runs. An excellent hit. Manages to keep it between two fielders. Ashish Odedra got 93 runs in one of his innings in this tournament, and he's looking good. With every run, they're inching closer to that 139. Outside edge goes past the diving wicket keeper. Back-to-back boundaries. He was not in control, but he will take those 4 runs.
Well, finally, some runs came from the bat. Ashish Udedra batting on 49. And tough time for Muscat Thunderers to go through this match. The openers did a good job, but later on the batters not come up to their expectations. Couple of quick wickets that dented the flow of runs, except Ashish Udedra, who come up with 49 of 50 deliveries. Hashir Dafedar is still 6 on 11 deliveries. Some have to come, play some good shots to bring the total in their control.
They have got 9 runs in 3 deliveries. 1 run away from a milestone, Ashish Odedra. Is there an inside edge? They're appealing for leg before. It's a leg by, so he needs to wait. It's still 49 for Ashish Odedra, but what a gritty knock. Both the teams playing their final game, Jamil Bhai, and they want to end this tournament on a high note, playing for their pride, Renaissance and Muscat Thunderers.
Yeah, definitely, yes. Ashish, after playing the first match, 93 scored. After that, now he's coming near his well-deserved 50.
Good comeback by Sufyan.
Couple of spilled chances, Mudassir. At least 3 catches been dropped. Otherwise, it could have been a very close for Reliance's challengers.
Not able to hold on to those key movements. That is why just a couple of wickets down, apart from the run out of Jatinder and Aman, played on in the over of Sufyan. A well-calculated chase we are witnessing from Ashish Odedra. He took his own time to start, but now with those back-to-back boundaries, he looks to be in good touch. What an effort coming from the fielder. A couple of runs. So far, 12 runs in this over.
16 overs gone, 95 for 2 Muscat Thunderers.
Shabazz, 2 overs 13, economical, but wicketless. The bowlers, they are just not able to find a way to get wickets. Last 4 overs, still 44 needed. 11 runs per over from here onwards for Ashish and for Harshit. Going for that single. A well-deserved half century for Ashish Odedra. Short of runs after that 93. Brilliant knock. He just lost his form, but at the right time, getting those runs applauded by his teammates.
Absolutely fantastic batting from Ashish Udedra. He was not among the runs from last couple of matches, but today he come up with the half century and at the right time, correctly said. It's a very, very important note. Is almost knocking at the door for the Asia Cup. He has to come back in his form to give some breather for the selectors. He has been in the national team.
Especially in the 50-over format, he's rock solid. But he just need to adapt to this shorter format, still going under 100 strike rate. In the air, towards the deep square leg. And fielders makes no mistake this time. Prithvi Machi is the fielder, Shahbaz is the bowler. And it's Hashir Dafedar who needs to depart.
Well, once again trying to accelerate the run rate. Skied it towards the deep and wicket boundary. Very well taken. So Hashir Dafedar back to the dugout. Wicket number 3 for Muscat Thunderers.
.96 for the loss of 3, and Samay Srivastava comes in the middle because Hashir Davetar is back in the hut, not had a good tournament, accumulated 141 runs in this tournament, faced 171 balls. Hashir Dafedar, one of the top order batters of Muscat Thunderers, with the highest of 46 and strike rate. It is a big concern for me, which is around 83, 82. That has been the problem. The middle order not able to provide those runs for Muscat Thunderers. Apart from top 2, we haven't seen much from the middle order in this tournament of Muscat Thunderers. Connection from Samay, fielder station, but no chance. He'll be watching that going over his head for a maximum. Off the mark, Samay Srivastava in style.
Brilliant one. Required very, very badly for the team. This time just coming down. Opened the bottom part of the bat and then hammered it towards the long on. First maximum.
He's a fighter. Not known much for his batting skills, but he has been promoted. And look at that. This is the kind of positive approach you want when you arrive at the crease. This is very good batting track. 100 comes up for Thunder's 37 needed. In the last 19 deliveries, Hashir Dafedar back in the hurt. Samay, what an entry. Shehbaz coming in the radar of Samay Srivastava. 7 runs so far, they need a boundary.
Instead of boundary, we're looking for another maximum. The same position, same style, same hit to the long on boundary for another maximum.
At the right time, Samay has arrived here at Oman Cricket Academy for Thunderous. Oh, what a hit. Just slight shuffle deep into his crease. The strong arms. He takes Shehbaz out of the equation for the second time in this over. Back-to-back maximums. And with that, 17th over comes to an end. It's 108 for the loss of 3. Youngsters looks like soccer players, but they have keen interest for cricket as well. They know they are on the camera. One in Athletic Madrid t-shirt. The other one is a big fan of Ronaldo, the number 7. They are happy.
Well, he's the choice of everyone. Oh, Ronaldo. Except for those who came into this world new. They didn't know about it, but everyone, 2 years, 3 years, everybody is fan of that man. What a great footballer, and above all, great gentleman as well.
But for me, it was always Messi. But recently I started liking Ronaldo because of his ethics. 40 above, but still fit enough. Still he has that passion. The dedication level is up to the mark. So a lot of learnings from the legend Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I think both Lionel Messi and Ronaldo almost identical in their performances and the records.
In the air, Manik takes, no, Manik drops. Not once, not twice. Is it Manik or Nadeem? It was Nadeem, in fact. In the previous over, he was not able to stop the boundary. Now, he drops his sitter. Yes, there was a few yards, extra yards for him to run in, but at this level, you need to grab these opportunities. Ashish Odedra survives for one more time. Pendulum slightly shifting in favor of Thunderous.
Yes, fourth catch spilled down in the ground at this crucial stage. Once again, from the meat of the bat, let us see. Finally, he's been out trying to hit another maximum. And of course, with this, Reliance's challenge came back into the game.
At the right time, getting a wicket. And look at that, getting some turn as well as bowling at the right channel, not very quick delivery. And running hard, running in is Zamanullah. What a catch, what a tournament he is having. That's the end of Ashish Odedra in Oman D20 2025. A gritty knock comes to an end. Ritvik Pathak walks in. The piece of advice from Samay. The two mighty blows from Samay Srivastava in the previous over got them back in the game, but Amir Shah, he has some other plans, got better of Ashish Odedra and arrives. A young sensation here, the fast bowler, not much known for his batting. Ritvik on strike. A wild swing, typical fast bowler, kind of a shot from Ritvik. All he needs to do is provide support to Samay. Samay, we have seen back-to-back maximums. If he stays for another 10-12 deliveries, you never know. He can get you those runs. Nelson on board, Jamil Bhai.
Yes, that's what Samay, I told him that let me play, let me have the maximum balls to play. And he's looking the ball very nicely. 2 successive mighties in the last over. So he might be the man who got victory for his team.
And a hard-working cricketer, Samay Srivastava. He forced his way into the national side. Keeping it away from Samay Srivastava. What a talent he is, Jamil bhai. You have seen the rise of Samay in this region.
Absolutely. I am very much fan of him. Not the day when he came, landed and played for Muscat Thunderers, or the Muscat Club. He's always very, very interesting. This time beautifully bowled outside the off. So that's the area where he doesn't like to form. The moment we're talking about him, he was stumped of the bowling of Ahmed. So things look to be difficult now from here for the Muscat Thunder.
There was no other way for Samay. The difference between balls and runs were getting bigger, so charging down the ground, but smart piece of bowling by Amir, keeping it away from Samay, and an easy work for the wicket keeper. So the man who got back-to-back maximums in the previous over is back in the hut, and all of a sudden, in all sorts of trouble, is Thunderous. Siddharth Bokapatnam, the number 7 batter. Nelson, the scoreboard, and so it was a Nelson, but they have got that extra run in the shape of wide, and the wicket went down. Good connection towards that corner. Amanullah comes into play. Running hard is Ritvik, putting that pressure on the fielder, and couple of runs for Thunderous.
Right approach from Siddharth that he has no time to see the ball, just go. Hammered it, go for the runs. That's what they required at the moment. Once again, similar shot, but he still managed to get only 1 run. Looking for 2. 18 overs gone, 114 for 5 Muscat Thunderers.
Going to the last 2 overs, still 25 needed. That required run rate above 12 runs per over. Siddharth Bokapatnam, he can bat. The problem is who will get those maximums. That is why we always says the importance of the first 6 overs. You need to get those quick starts, get those runs, plenty of runs in the first 6. You cannot drag this game till the last over.
Yes, and they don't have the services of Sandeep Gaur also, the man who can change the game with his brilliant experience and with big hitting as well. But I think Samay was the man who can do the trick by aiming 2 maximum in the first over. He bowled the last time, and now is Siddharth and Ritvik now. How is going to face the rest of the deliveries? Bad delivery outside the offside. No need, absolutely no need. Just bowl in the block holes, in the wickets. That's the right thing to do at the moment.
The way he holds the bat, Ritvik, it looks like he can go after the bowler. Another long handle drilled down the ground for just a single. And quite interestingly, Amanullah, who has been the bowler who provided those breakthroughs early in the innings in this game, bowling his first over and the penultimate over of this game.
Well, again, there are so many things to be asked. But of course, captain has that, what you call his decisions, which bowler has to come at which time. Try to reverse sweep it, but not properly played. It's to the hands of short gully. Good bowling from Aman Rafiqi so far. Got a wicket.
They can add another 7 or 8 runs if they can get, in fact, the next 3 deliveries going into the final over with 12-13 needed. It's game on. In the air, falling short of long on fielder Asif Khan. This tournament couple of times. In fact, twice IS Invincible came better of Muscat Thunderers. Now Renaissance Challengers, they look to be favourite to win this game.
Singh, is that coming? Not the one we're talking about. I don't think so. They do have that, some players who can manage some mighty 6 and 4s to bring the team back into the fray. But I think after the dismissal of Samay Srivastava, things looks difficult now.
Especially one boy I was looking up to was the Aman Khan, the new entry, the wicketkeeper batter, but did not had a good start for him here in Oman. But I hope that in the upcoming tournaments he performs well, he gets runs, because with not much batting at the top of the order, he got plenty of opportunities, and you need to grab those opportunities with both the hands. No Sandeep Gaur. Looking for that second run here, no chance of that. So good over from Amanullah, just 8 runs. So going into the final over, 16 needed to draw to level the scores and 17 to win for Thunderers. So for the one final time, Sufyan Mahmood in this edition of Oman D20 2025 is getting ready to bowl the final over with 17 needed. The last 6 legal deliveries, Siddharth Bukapatnam on strike. The experienced Sufi runs in the slot, but not a proper connection. Just a single, a good start to the over.
Sufyan Mahmood, it's very difficult to hit him with his variations and all the experience he has got behind him. Never let any batsman to come over him in either condition, at the bowl in the initial stages of the game. Few occasions, yes, but maximum time he's the one who's bowling superbly all through this tournament.
No Sandeep Gaur in this game. They rested Sandeep. Inside out. Some work for the fielders at the boundary rope. Coming back for the second. Lightning quick is Putnam, and responded is Pathak. So 2 more runs. Prithvi Machi is not happy. He covered a lot of ground.
So if you ask him to throw towards the wicket-keeper's end, but he ran a lot from one place to another and then grabbed the ball, throw his back.
A rising star with the ball. Can he be the superhero with the bat? Ritvik Pathak, can he get better of Sufyan Mahmood? Look for those cunning slow ones way outside the off stump, and he says it's in the line. A legal delivery. Hamad Mirza has a smile. Ritvik is furious, not happy at all.
Yes, it is outside the off stump, and he might be looking for a white ball, but umpire has no. It's a legal delivery.
A precious dot delivery. Wild swing singles will not hurt the bowling unit. Another couple of runs. Oh, he's like a Usain Bolt. What a sprint. Just a matter of fraction of seconds, he came back for the second. Ritvik Pathak running hard.
Brilliant running by Ritvik Pathak. Brilliantly. The first one completed in a very, very quick manner, and then again for the second he ran for his life, but finally got 2 runs.
I like the spark whenever he's out in the field. He wants to give his best. Pathak, 7 of 6. Experienced Sufyan, boundaryless so far. In the slot, just a single. That's the end of Muscat Thunderers, I believe, unless and until Sufi concedes any extra runs or extra deliveries here. What a comeback for Renaissance Challengers. This is the final game for both the parties in this tournament.
Finally, the nicest challengers hopefully getting for win, and from here they can go revamp their team and come back for the next tournament.
The last second, opting to move out. Because under the lights, he just got distracted. I think by some fly. Straight away, an apology coming from Siddharth Bukapatnam. It was not intentionally done by Siddharth.
Sometimes, the lights, if you look at light in a second, and it really doesn't give you that much clear vision, might be the reason.
Final ball. Now he removes his helmet or something is troubling his eyes. It's quite a tough condition, a bit sweltery.
Maybe sweat coming out.
The captain is smiling, Jatinder Singh. So is Ashish. But what a unit. Though they were down and under, but still came out with that courage, always with smiles on their faces. It is a sign of a champion side. Yes, we had one bad tournament that doesn't make any difference for us. We'll come back strongly. The next tournament, you need to have that kind of attitude, Jamil Bhai.
I totally appreciate Jatinder's approach to the team and to his teammates. He never ever complains something about his bat, always backing them. That's a great thing for Jatinder. He's such a good captain. And that they keep the team together. That's it.
Final ball inside out towards backward deep point with that single. Renaissance Challengers has won their final encounter. Sufyan Mahmood, as usual, emotions coming out of Sufyan Mahmood. But what a win. Ending this tournament on a high note is Renaissance Challengers winning this game by margin of 9 runs. Ritvik remained unbeaten on 8. Siddharth Bukapatnam on 10. Sufyan bowled very economical spell. 4 overs going for 24 and a wicket to his name.
Brilliant bowling in the dying stage of the game, especially the death overs. I think he's one of the best bowlers who bowled superbly in the death overs. Did not let any batter to come on to him in the entire tournament, bearing few matches. Otherwise, he's absolutely unplayable in the death stages of the game. So first, congratulations to the Renaissance Challengers winning the match, and of course, ending in a winning note.
Happy unit. But Sufyan Mahmood is furious because that last delivery took a lot of time. Siddharth Bukapatnam was not ready, but they're very close friends of the field. Just that emotions coming out. This is the final game for both the parties, and happy faces and happy unit ending this tournament on a winning note. Renaissance Challengers under the leadership of Hamad Ifraqs shake of hands between both the parties. Sandeep Gaur, the stylish Sandeep Gaur, got injured but batted beautifully whenever he got a chance. Samay Srivastava, he had a mixed bag kind of a tournament. So was Ashish Odedra, couple of 50s. Munis Ansari, he bowled his heart out whenever he got that new ball. The positive for me for this side is Ritvik Patak. A rising star, they have found a gem in Ritvik Patak.
Yeah, yes, of course. Find of the season, I'll tell you. The very, very young, upcoming fast bowler. Brilliant bowling. And this the batting card, Jatinder Singh, 27 of 23. Ashish Udedra get his 50, 52 or 54. And then go Samay Srivastava 2 maximum, 4 of 12. Siddharth Putnam 10 for 8. 129 for 5 and 20 overs. 6 extras, Muscat Thunderers.
This has been the problem, playing too many dot deliveries, the openers, and not getting those runs, and at the end it hurted them badly. And bowling has been brilliant. Spinners dominated in this game, but it was the fast bowlers who got the wickets. Shehbaz gone for runs in his final two deliveries of his third over, and he got a wicket. So was Sufyan. Saeed Amir Shah, a new entry. He made a shift from Muscat Thunderers to Renaissance, and very economical. 11 dot deliveries, 22 runs, couple of wickets. Alongside him was Yusuf and Nadeem, who bowled extremely well when Ashish and Jatinder Singh were out there in the middle. 5 wickets went down, just 6 extras. So the bowling unit defended the total of 138 in style. Let's see the highlights of this match. A partnership which looked dangerous. They took their own time before they went after the bowlers. This was a glorious pickup shot from Ashish. Now Jatinder getting couple of maxims. Then this was a big mix-up. There was always that second run, but slight collision between two batters resulted in the fall of Jatinder. Smart relay work by the bowler and the fielder. And after that, quick wickets went down. Siddharth, in fact, it was Ashish Odedra who tried his best. Few boundaries, but he lost his patience. Samay Srivastava came in at the fall of a Hashir Dafedar. He never looked in control in this tournament, Hashir Dafedar.
Yes, it didn't bat at all at all. Then came Samay Srivastava, 2 maximum in 2 deliveries, and finally also went back to the pavilion. It's a fantastic bowling from Sufyan Yusuf. Then again, it was Amir Shah bowled outside the office stump. It was wide, but stumped brilliantly by the wicketkeeper.
Let's see the match summary of match number 29, winning the toss and opting to bat first. Usman Ali provided a brilliant start. Alongside him was Prithvi Machi. But when they were in a bit of trouble, walked in Sufyan Mahmood, water knock, under pressure, 33 unbeaten of 38 balls, Narusumaya. And Srivastava got couple of wickets, a wicket for Soumya Sampath. Thunder started with a cautious note. On a cautious note, Ashish Odedra, Jatinder, they played quite a few good shots, but that strike rate, it hurted them badly. Samay Srivastava, 12 of 4. Syed Amir, couple of wickets, a wicket to piece for Mahmood and Hussain. Renaissance Challengers winning this game by margin of 9 runs. So what a game we have witnessed, but there is one more action-packed game lineup after the 7:30 p.m. local time. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be post-match presentation.
He has timed that one well.
Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Match number 29 coming to a close. It was the Renaissance Challengers and they took on the Muscat Thunderers in their final match of the season, and rounding up their campaign with a win were the Renaissance Challengers. They won the toss, put in themselves to bat, and 138 for 8 is what they got. Second inning score 130, so falling 9 runs short were the Muscat Thunderers. Usman Ali, 42 of 28 balls with 6 fours and a couple of sixes, is our man of the match for today. And he was absolutely key in their team's effort to posting up a good score. Our man of the match for tonight, Usman Ali. He'll collect a medallion from Mr. Vikas, who is our match official for today. उस्मान, सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद, आपका फर्स्ट मैन ऑफ द मैच परफॉर्मेंस. कैसा रहा आज का गेम? टीम आगे नहीं जा रही है पर डेफिनेटली आखिरी मैच जीतना काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है मोमेंटम के लिए, आगे के लिए.
थैंक यू. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. हमारा तो ये प्लान था कि टूर्नामेंट का लास्ट मैच है. ये ठीक है कि हमने अच्छा मतलब फिनिश नहीं किया, बट ये लास्ट मैच था कि मतलब इसमें हम फॉर्म में आ जाएंगे. नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट है T10 आ रहा है, तो उसके लिए एक तैयारी था और पॉजिटिव खेला, उसका मतलब फ़ायदा हुआ. कनेक्ट करना था. शुरू एक दो ओवर में मतलब बैट पे नहीं आ रहा था, बट जब आ गया तो पूरा मतलब उससे फ़ायदा उठाया और एक पार्टनरशिप बिल्ड हो गया. उससे हमने तो बड़ा टारगेट सेट करवा दिया.
एक नया पोजीशन आपके लिए, आप नॉर्मली मिडिल ऑर्डर में खेलते हैं बट इस बार आपको एक ओपनिंग का एक नया दर्जा दिया हुआ है, तो ये जिम्मेदारी आपको कैसी सूट हुई है? आपको मज़ा आया ओपनिंग करते हुए?
मैं तो बेसिकली पिछले साल से भी ओपनर हूँ, बट इस टूर्नामेंट में हमारा थोड़ा मतलब चल रहा था टीम का, तो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रहा था शुरू में, बट हम प्लान कर रहा था कि कोई और बंदा आके पॉजिटिव खेले और टीम को सपोर्ट दे, बट वो होता है क्रिकेट में. तो हमने लास्ट में फिर से वही ओपनिंग पे आके खेला और रिजल्ट आपके सामने है.
ओके, बहुत बहुत बढ़िया. फिर से बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद और उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप और अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलें और मैन ऑफ द मैचेस लेके जाएं.
थैंक यू.
That's all we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. Do stay tuned. We've got a cracker of a contest coming your way. Match number 30, which is a virtual eliminator. Do stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.